And here we are, live on the internet right now. Can you imagine?
Oh, what a feeling.
Pretty cool. I'm driving out to Villa Roma Resort tomorrow morning. Mm-hmm. Gonna pack up all my shit.
Yeah.
I mean, not before South Park starts, but at some point.
Why not?
Because there's no time.
There's time.
You think I should pack up my shit before
What
South
kind
Park?
of shit could you have?
Monitors and various equipment.
Oh, that shit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Like lots of iPads and screens. And I really don't know how we're going to do. So apparently we're doing WTP live on Saturday, 2 to 4 on Chrissy Maher's stream.
Right.
The 48-hour long content stream that we're doing while we're there. I remember when we did that in Orlando, it wasn't easy to configure because it's like I got to get my computer and clips and everything into their thing. And I can't wrap my mind around it. I'm sure Chrissy will have a tech team there.
Okay.
That'll figure it out, right?
You're not instilling me with confidence.
I'm not instilling myself with confidence.
Yeah.
But we have to do a live show Friday night first. I did talk to the sound guy there.
Right. We talked about this last night
I
at
think I know
band practice.
I think I have that figured out. So that's good.
Yeah, the Saturday thing was a surprise to me.
Me too.
And you.
But it's fine.
And everyone else.
Chrissy's paying
you
for
haven't
everything.
told yet.
Chrissy's paying for everything. It's very nice. So we'll do 2 WATPs this weekend. It'll
not?
be good. Adam's going to be flying out tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
He is stoked.
Very excited.
Yeah.
I get there tomorrow night.
Where's
I'm
your...
going to bring a microphone just in case.
Oh, so you're going the fucking hard way. What time do you have to get up? What time's your flight tomorrow morning?
Very early. It's like 6 something.
Yeah. It sucks.
Poor Adam.
No, it's going to be fine. Gives
I
me
guess
time
that's better for LAX than 8 or 9, right? Because then you wouldn't be able to get to the airport.
The earlier, the better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Last time I was in LA, our Uber driver got us to the airport in time only because he turned it into the French Connection. It was fucking astounding. I don't think any other Uber driver would have picked us up would have gotten us to our flight in time. But this guy knew every back way to go and was driving over fucking medians and didn't give a shit. It was fantastic.
When did you go to the wrong airport?
Let's see.
Because that was another French Connection moment.
That was Dallas. Dallas has
that's
2
right.
airports.
Yeah.
Takeaways from 2025. Dallas has 2 airports. Top on that list.
Did you ever take a cab home from the airport only to realize you had driven to the airport and left your car there like John Melendez?
I know. I was just thinking. I was like, I know John has. I don't think I've done that. I'm usually aware if my car's at the airport or not when I get back. That's funny, though. Did you hear the story we were playing on Point Dabble Point? I think
Which
it was on
one?
Point Dabble Point, where John was out dancing until 1 a.m. on Saturday night.
I didn't hear that.
Listen to this. So John goes out Saturday night. What he decided was dancing.
Yeah.
Then we find out his car was at Stevie Tomatoes, whatever.
Same thing, right?
So he didn't get up until 1:30 in the afternoon. It's a 59-year-old man sleeping until 1:30, sleeping it off. And he gets up and starts doing his stream. And he goes, "Now, guys, I might have to kill the stream early. There's a girl coming over."
Right. He said this might have to be a twofer.
Yeah,
I
we have to
believe
do a
he said.
two-parter.
Yeah.
I have a girl coming over, and it's just like, whoa, what's going on there? Yeah, she's going to grab me and drive me to my car that I left at Stevie Tomatoes because I was too drunk to drive home last night. Like, oh.
Oh, and that dude drives drunk, allegedly. So he must have been really tanked, too.
Sure seems that way. Yeah.
Sounds more like she's fulfilling an obligation rather than entering a relationship.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I never thought about the relationship part.
No, there's definitely no relationship going on. But John was still braggadocious about a girl coming to his house.
Right.
I heard him say something about Milady might be calling.
Oh,
She's already
no.
his lady.
Oh, no.
Which ladies love.
Yeah, they love that.
Is it possible that John ever gets laid again in his lifetime? Right? Because I feel like that with Ron the Waiter. Like, Ron the Waiter's been coming out to Opie and being like, dude, I'm never going to get laid again.
Well, laid could mean a few things. We're
I'm
talking
listening.
about,
Massage parlor?
well, yeah, someone.
No, there's
you
none
mean
in, there's
not
none in Cape
paid
Coral.
and it's an actual woman.
There's none in Cape Coral. I've checked.
Okay.
It's got to drive to Fort Myers for that. No. What were you going to say?
I'm agreeing. He's not going to get laid.
I think Ron will first, though, because at least Ron is being open about it. Ron's not walking around going, I can't stop getting laid. Was out dancing last night. Like, he's being honest. Something, he's garnering sympathy. People
That's what I was going to say. So you
seeing
think
him
he's going to get the
sympathetic.
sympathy fuck?
I do. It makes him human. John's just like a braggadocious gargoyle.
Ron might be able to brag about a new bed.
He might.
Maybe.
I think if you dream big, anything is
teasing.
possible.
We're teasing some big stuff that's going to come out
Breaking
in
news.
the episode today. Yeah, some big breaking news. We're going to get started in a minute. I think we're changing up the order a little bit.
Okay.
So I think we need Annie to get gussied up.
Or not. It's fine. She can just show up.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'd spend, a good 35 minutes in the makeup chair. Oh, shit. Are we live right now? Remember when that was a rumor? I think that was when... Was that when John came back the first time and I was on MLC a few times? And they were saying I was wearing makeup? I think John accused me of wearing makeup. I swear to God, do you remember this?
No,
I'm not making this up.
honestly, I don't.
It was a fucking weird time in the Dabbleverse.
I can see him noticing somebody's skin, being jealous of it, and wanting to take somebody down over it.
That's
Yeah.
more what it sounds like.
Yeah,
Or he was fantasizing.
I sat in the sun in the last week or two.
Really?
Yeah, so go figure.
No shit.
That's all it takes.
Touching grass, eh?
A little bit. A little bit of grass. Supertip.gg/WATP is where you can go if you want to communicate with the show. Empty Daily actually sent this in on Saturday during Who Are These Podcasts. On Saturdays, we do Who Are These Podcasts at 2 o'clock. If you're on our Patreon, if you're on our YouTube channel, you get the link to that. Watch the shows live just like you're watching this show live. But we don't do super tips on those shows. We don't do any super chats or super tips since they are behind the paywall. Empty Daily sent this in, and I appreciate that very much. $10 from Empty Daily.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. Did I make
That's-
any noise?
No.
Oh, no.
And Vinny is revved up.
That's not making any noise at all. I should have tested this before we go
No.
live, huh? All right, let's do the old troubleshoot here. Figure out what it might be doing. Oh, let's see
Get
if
melted
it's,
on the phone, please.
let's see if it's registering on my software. We're just not hearing it. Nope. Oh, nope. Definitely not. All right, maybe it's an OBS problem. Nope, OBS says it is doing that.
If we just got to go without them for this episode, it's just what we're going to have to do.
Adam, shut the fuck up.
We can just read
Who
the
the
impressions or
who
just
the
move on from
fuck
this entire
asked-
concept. And
Who the fuck
know,
asked you?
it used to be about the show.
Hold on. Let me just... Maybe it's Super Tip. Maybe it's fucking Moody's fault. I could see that being the case. Let's try this.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, it's broken. Oh, no, I broke it. Get you off. All right. Let's try this.
I'm reading them silently. We're not missing anything.
Hold on. Hold on. Well, okay, so if that doesn't work, would my video clips work? This is fun stuff for people. This is riveting.
Peek behind the curtain.
Oh, yeah. The very special curtain that I want everyone to see. Let's see if this works.
Because all of a sudden now
works.
Democrats
That
who
works.
were the hippies and
Okay, that's the same software that I'm using to run this thing. So why would this work and that doesn't work? Son of a bitch. Has this happened before, Producer Chris?
Not with super tips.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. All right.
When I was
I'm
on
gonna do
Jake
this.
Hudson's show, this happened for a while before we could get going.
All right.
What's up? What's going on?
I'm going to see you tomorrow.
Yeah, don't forget.
Just so you know. I will see you in person, motherfucker. If you think I'm going to let this go. Oh, I see why this is doing that. All right. Let me stop that. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Empty Daily says Adam is hilarious and should be on every show.
Thank you, Empty Daily. Take you up on that.
Is that what that said?
See you in the Discord.
All right. I think I know what I need to do. What was I about to do? I was about to do something.
Shut it down. Shut the whole thing down.
Shut the whole thing down. Bye. Bye. Oh, Adam was noisy, I just realized. All right. I figured it out. God damn it. I'm an idiot. It is the way that I fixed it last time.
Adam, did you change your clothes again?
All right. I'm going to switch into my Brewers gear. I'll be right back. Cool. All right. Hey, everybody. We're back and we're doing stuff.
Hello, everybody.
Empty Daily coming in.
Maybe I should add the YouTube link to the Patreon description.
That's what I do. Maybe the Kuzaroos should just vote for me until that's changed.
I agree. Please vote for Vinny until I make that change. That way, the patrons don't have to keep refreshing the damn page when we're late, which is always.
Don't I put the YouTube link in the Patreon description? Wait, what? What do you mean by that? Oh, like in the description. But there's a link above that description on Patreon, right? People find it. They must be able to find it. What's going on?
You're not in a position to dicker right now.
I know, right? What am I talking about? I have technology all figured out, obviously. Krautcat coming in. For the King Cobra JFS clip, gone too soon. Rest in peace, my Lord Jord. That was very sad. Hunter Duke. So the Dukes are missing this Friday. First live show in a while for us. Will it be up on Patreon? But see you on the 12th. We're bringing gifts. Ooh, hey. Could that be new shirts? New ridiculous shirts that everyone's jealous of? I don't know what I'm doing at the show on Friday. TBD is the answer to that. But hopefully it'll be up on Patreon. Michael P. coming in.
Today, we will be ranking our favorite Darren Stevens. Dick Sargent is my number one. Go Bills!
That would actually be better content than what John's been churning out lately. Holy shit, is this real? This cannot be real. If it is, This puts me in a
Better mood.
well, in a better mood, but this puts me in a different club, a club that I've not been in, that other people are in. Shuli's in this club, Patrick Melton's in this club, but I am not in this club unless this is real right here from my boy, Sword and Scale's very own Mike Boudet, coming in with $1,000. Thank you, Mike Boudet. I did this on purpose to get this sympathy from him. And you have the audacity to make fun of other podcasts. Fix your tech, asshole. Thank you, Mike. I deserved that. Mm-hmm. I meant the money. No, thank you very much for the donation. I'm going to see Mike. I'll be hanging out with him this weekend. Very excited about that. He'll be at Villa Roma. We got celebrities in the house.
Yeah, I know.
It's fucking cool. I'm very excited about
I am
this.
humbled.
Yes, thank you, Mike. That's amazing. I feel like I owe you more than that. I'll get you a drink. From that shelf right there. Anything you want, that shelf. Carl, you're pointing down. Yep, I know.
Any schnapps you like.
That's what I was talking about. Holy shit. Zach Hoffman's a new member. Thank you very much, Zach Hoffman. He's been a member before. He knows how great it is to get the 2 bonus episodes that come in every single month. Annie is just entering and leaving and entering and leaving. Remind me to smack Annie around. Countess Sheepbeast of Tahiti Village. Operation Seaweed Tomatoes is in the works. Very good. Let us know how that goes. Detroit Dabbler requests Blind Mike and New Begging Monster on TLP Friday. I won't be on TLP Friday, so I'll put in a word for him because Blind Mike's segment on SteelToe, I'm still laughing about it. It was so fucking good. Drew Peanuts, $2. Whatever happened to Scorch and his tour? Oh, that was actually announced. They quit. They quit the business.
Yeah.
They quit the tour.
That's the long and short of it.
I think what happened was Mike Snow went, what the fuck am I doing here? Yeah. I think he realized that living in a RV with Scorch was a really bad idea. We'll just drive around and get drunk at bars every day. Okay. This is getting old.
They must have had a lot of room in their apartment.
Yeah, but also like he had a job and stuff. He had income coming in.
Oh, he was terrible
And
at
then
his
he just-
job.
Well, no, Mike Snow had a real job.
Oh, yeah.
He was like an engineer or something.
Yeah.
So then he retired. And remember how many times they complained about gas and how much gas cost?
Yeah.
I think Mike's just watching his bank account get drained. He's like, this sucks.
I should have researched.
Zach
Since
Hoffman's
then-
been a member for 18 months. Thank you, Zach.
I've seen so many Instagrams or TikTok accounts about like best greasy spoon in Britain, best, and they're very successful and very easy to get done. It's funny that he couldn't.
He couldn't pull it off. James Q. Legend. Scorch found a young, endlessly sexual gal in Iowa. I hope that's true. James Q. Legend. He will die there, leaving behind 3 beer koozies. We're going to have beer koozies in Detroit, by the way. New WTP merch
Yeah.
coming up. Pay my attorney in beer koozies, probably. Norm Nibrock. Producer Chris Rules. Thank you, OJ. Are we still thanking OJ?
We are. He deserves it, and he's earned it.
Michael C. Hi, Adams Bush. Hi, Adams Bush is lawyer. It's a tongue twister.
He has his own.
SJ is live. Brag to him about the $1,000 super tip. I don't have to brag. I'm doing much better than John. Let's be honest here, guys. I don't feel the need to be braggadocious about that.
Remember when he had to watch Chad get all those colored ones coming in? And he would just
It does
choke.
piss him off.
Yeah.
It does definitely
Of course
piss him
I'm
off.
going to brag.
He's the one who's braggadocious. All right, we got to get the show started because we have so much to get to today. For real. You know, some people say that as like, hey, we got a lot to get to. No, like, for real, we have a lot to get to.
It's a lot.
Guys, I'm being serious. We have to get the show started. It's a lot of stuff that needs to be talked about.
It's all good, too. It's all
It
good.
is.
Rock and roller.
Hey, everybody, how are you? Welcome.
Episode
53.
Are you a boner guy?
Oh, I was a boner guy.
You know what? I miss penis.
What are you talking about?
I'm the one who should apologize.
Is it going to be absolutely riveting? Is it going to change your life by any stretch? Probably not, but it's going to be at least entertaining, okay?
By the way, for those people that are in the back
Remember to shut the fuck up.
Cuz-a-roo. Cuz-a-roo.
Slap-a-rooney.
It's showtime.
WATP.
WATP.
Hello, Rubbernecks and Cuzzaroos. Welcome to another episode of Who Are These Podcasts, the only show that has guests on and asks them very intimate questions about their sex life. I'm your host, Carl, the $600,000 man, of course, with me every Wednesday, the guy who told me it was cool to play the Kate Meany tapes at Dabble House. It's Adam Bush.
It's totally fine. What could possibly go wrong?
Producer Chris is here as well.
I told you not to.
Please go to whoarethese.com.
That's a friend. That's a good friend.
Get our email address, voicemail number, link to the subreddit, link to our Discord server, link to our merchandise, link to our YouTube channel, and then link to Patreon and Supercast featuring 2 exclusive bonus episodes every single month. If you go to patreon.com/whoarethespodcasts, you'll get all of the mini bonuses I did. I just did an episode with Drew Lane last night. We were looking at Stephen Baldwin's podcast, talking to Denise Richards. It's insane. I also did some fun Stuttering John talking about his fantasy football team segment on there. And so you get that audio right to the RSS feed and all the bonus shows that we do as well. Of course, we will be live this Friday. It's 2 days away at the Villa Roma Resort in the Catskills. WATPlive.com is where you can go to get your tickets to come see us performing in a theater there. Adam Bush will be there. Producer Chris, Anthony, Cumia, Missy, Chrissy, Jenny, Lucy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This is going to be exciting. It's going to be a lot to get excited about at this show. So check that out, WATPlive.com. You got to make a decision pretty quickly on this one. Also, we encourage our listeners, give us 5 stars wherever you review podcasts and shit all over us in the comment section today. We'll be talking about Bill Maher's interview with the legendary Woody Allen on his show Club Random. Aaron Imholte avoids talking about the embarrassing HRO hearing from Friday while claiming huge victories all over the place. Stuttering John decides to come back after just one day off to go after Anthony Cumia. And so Anthony comes back way harder at John like he always does. Opie is back in New York City. We have a very exciting development for Ron the waiter's living situation. Also, another round of To Poke A Dabbler with Cardiff. But first, Megan has a conflict later. And I don't want to miss an episode of Is It Gay? So we're going to get started with Is It Gay right at the top of the show. Welcome, Megan.
Hello. I heard we were wearing hats today.
Very good. I saw you get up and walk away. That must be it. And Annie is here as well. What's up, Annie?
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
I'm glad we're all having issues today.
Oh, stop it. It was just you and me. We're the only ones. Producer Chris has been fine this whole time.
I had some things going on, but they were internal. They were more mental, kind of. Not really technical.
Understood. All right. We're going to play a round of Is It Gay? Pretty easy to understand. We're going to watch Aaron Imholte set something up, and then Megan's going to ask each of us whether Aaron's going to think that's gay or not. That's a pretty good explanation, right? What are we going to get a jingle for this game?
We should steal Patrick's jingle.
Oh, that's right. I was going to do that. I forgot about that.
He's
All
not
right.
using it.
Round 1. Here we go.
Brian says, what if the third one is the most unhinged of the 3? Now, why are we throwing negativity into this? None of this is necessary. All right? None of this is necessary. And if you guys are telling me not to get married, and I see some of you are in the chat, it's going to take a whole lot more than a $1 donation to get me to reconsider. We're 105 away from tonight's goal. I'm going to need a lot more convincing. Aussie Mark says, I believe in love, and Aaron is going back to the polycule. No. That's not going to happen. That was a big mistake. That's a terrible fucking idea. Nobody.
All right. Is going back to the polycule gay, Adam?
No, I'm going to go with no.
Annie?
I think it's gay for him, so yes.
Chris?
Gay.
Carl?
I think licking Nick's cum off of April was pretty gay, but I'm going to say this isn't gay for some reason.
Should ever do it. It's So gay. It's
I suck at this game so bad. How am I this bad at this game?
Which isn't gay.
50-50 chance.
One of them is a trick, so just keep an open mind.
Oh, wow.
One of my
Megan's
clips is
getting
a trick
cocky.
question.
Megan's getting cocky now with this game. All right, that's round one in the books. We have two jerks with 1 point each. Round two.
Why are we mad? What's the deal?
I had nothing but respect for Kevin Brennan. Nothing.
You can still have nothing but respect for Kevin Brennan. I don't understand what's the thing that changed this. You understand you both talk into microphones like assholes for super chats. Like there's no reason there needs to be anything personal. None of this should be personal. This should all be an act. This should all be just doing a show. But so many of you guys treat this like it's fucking real life.
All right, so is treating the internet like real life instead of, just having fun with it, is that gay? Carl?
It's not gay.
Chris?
Not gay.
Adam?
He's a fucking asshole. I just want to make that clear.
Oh, yeah.
No shit.
I'm going to go with gay.
Annie?
I think it's not gay.
All right.
This is nuts.
One of you thinks you're in an actual relationship with me. It's fucking weird.
Yes! I'm on the board, baby! This is exciting. Started my comeback. I know everyone at home was rooting for me. That's why I react this way. I'm the Dallas Cowboys at this game. I'm America's team.
I knew you were going to say it.
Fuck the Cowboys. All right. Round three. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
I was under the assumption that Stuttering John and Kevin Brennan were cool.
Oh my God, who gives a flying fuck? Is he Stuttering John? Are you Stuttering John? Are you Stuttering?
Who picked the clip to play here? I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but this guy fucking sucks so bad. He's mad at the clip that he curated.
I picked this one especially for you.
Thank you. It did trigger me.
I've never seen Aaron do Opie before. It's amazing.
Is he Stuttering John? Are you Stuttering John? Are you Stuttering? If you say Stuttering John, you're a fucking loser. If you think about Stuttering John for a second in your day, punch yourself in the dick and apologize to Jesus.
What if John's suing me for $600,000? Like, can I think about him in the day?
Yeah. What if Jesus
There
agrees?
is not a sentence more embarrassing to me that can start with Stuttering John. I hear people go to me, they're like, I think you're like Stuttering John. And I'm like,
well, that's why you're triggered. Okay.
Oh, yeah. He's just out in the street.
All right, Annie is talking about Stuttering John gay.
Yeah, it's gay.
Adam?
Yeah, I mean, didn't he just say not to take this stuff personally? Didn't he just... I'm going to go with gay.
Same segment, yes.
Carl?
I think it's gay.
Chris?
Not gay.
Interesting. All right.
like, the fact that you think that might be the gayest fucking thing I've ever heard another man say to another one.
Beautiful. All right.
Annie is leading with 3.
Annie's got all 3 so far. I have 2. Adam has 2.
No, Adam's got 1.
Oh, Adam. Jesus.
Yeah. I keep applying logic and reason. I don't know what I'm doing.
Producer Chris, where are you at? 2?
2.
All right. It's anyone's game. As you guys know, the final round is worth 5 points for me and me only. So anyone can win here, which is always good. This is round 4.
They all just fuck in this room, this orgy dome. I can't imagine the smell, the dirty pussies, the filthy dicks, the reeking fucking bodies, the orifices just oozing with the most disgusting smells you could possibly imagine. Oh my God. Like, honestly, this whole thing was a sign from God that these heathens need to be cleansed. He took down your orgy dome. Only like the most perverted, like middle school student thinks this is cool.
Okay, are orgy domes gay? Now think about this really carefully.
I think this is the trick question.
Chris.
Not gay.
Annie.
Is there a trick? Is there a secret third answer I can give?
No, it's one or the other.
Okay, then not.
What would you have given, Annie? What would you have said?
3.
Super gay? I don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought you had something to do.
Super gay.
Carl.
It's not gay.
Adam.
I'm going with lastly.
Wrong game.
I'm going not gay.
All right.
Oh, wow.
All right, here we go.
If you're growing up into an adult and you think this is a cool thing to do, like pussy, bro, you're not even gay. You're something else.
Yes.
You're just done.
Everyone
If you're into
got it
pussy,
right.
if you're into pussy, you're not even gay. Hot take from Aaron on that one.
You're done though. So the secret answer was done.
Done. Yes.
But not
I guess.
gay. It's
All right. What's the
beyond
score,
gay.
producer Chris? We got round 5 here.
Annie is leading with 4.
Annie's still perfect.
You and I are tied at 3. And
All right.
Adam. Fucking Adam.
Adam's the Carl of this one. All right.
No, don't say that. Don't.
That was mean.
That's gay.
Round 5. Here we go.
The guy needs to be in prison. He doesn't need to be on the streets like all these liberals want him to be.
Oh, Pam Bondi, while we have your ear, Johnny, you have a follow-up question for Pam Bondi?
Yeah, there was something you said you had on your desk a while back. Some sort of list of some sort. Could we get a look at that quick?
Oh, guys, I don't know if you saw this or not, but we found some Mexicans. Look at the Mexicans. Don't you hate Mexicans?
I never see these parts of the show. No one ever clips these parts of the show. They're so bad.
I know. All right. Are Mexicans gay? Adam.
I mean, they like Marcy.
That's a good point.
I'll go with yeah.
That's a yes, yeah.
Annie.
Yes.
Chris.
I'm going to go gay.
All right, I got to go not gay because that would mean I could tie up Annie for the lead right here. Here we go. Not gay. Come on, Mexicans.
Mexicans are gross and gay, aren't they? Oh.
Son of a bitch. Annie,
Gross and gay.
A perfect week, Annie. Woo! It was worth waiting for you. Congratulations on that.
We should congratulate you. We all know that secret rule is if I go perfect, you win.
That is the other rule of this game. No, you win this game. I'm going to play a bonus, but this is just to decide second place, or does that already decided too? Whatever. Just for fun. For S's and G's. But Annie's the big winner this week. One more.
Dad Vet says, does Aaron reach the goal in 5 hours? I'm on pins and needles right now. Hey, guys, definitely don't click the link now and mobilize and start donating money just to spite Dad Vet.
His manipulating skills. Anyway. Megan, take it away.
Is weaponizing another chatter's comments gay?
A chatter named Dad Vet, who's probably a father and either a veteran or a veterinarian.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You never know.
I'm going to guess that it's not gay.
Chris?
Not gay.
Adam?
Pretty gay.
Annie?
I think it's gay and gay ops.
Oh, all right. Wow. Let's find out.
Definitely don't do that. That would be fucking gay.
Annie adds to the perfect score. Woo! Well done. Very impressive. What a great week. And I want to thank Megan for making some time for us on a busy
Thank
day.
you for doing this early for me.
Yes, and I believe
Thank you
we're
for
going to have
making it a
an
game.
episode of Is It Gay this Saturday when we're on Chrissy Mayer's content stream. So
I'm excited to see who you bring on for that.
I know. We're going to have a motley crew. Should be a motley crew. So maybe we'll get Gino and Kiki to play Is It Gay with us.
That would be so much fun.
Would Aaron be upset if we did that?
Oh, I don't think so.
Nothing upsets that guy.
He doesn't take things personally.
I mean, who knows? But I think Kiki and Gino would be a fun addition to the game. I think they'd have fun with it.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Megan.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Another great game. And thank you to Annie. We'll see you again at the end of the show if that's cool.
Well, what have we done today, folks?
Wow.
This has been quite the episode. Do we have any
That
plugs,
was a fantastic game. And I am proud of Annie for getting all 6 correct. Not an easy thing to do. You heard me tease up at the top that Club Random, Bill Maher's podcast, he's been getting some legends on lately.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who's booking for the show, but they know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we had Billy Joel on recently after Billy Joel's doc came out. Woody Allen has a book out now, and Woody Allen comes on. And our buddy Darren was the one who suggested that we check this out, Adam. And so I know that you know a thing or two about Woody Allen. You're a fan.
I know Woody Guthrie. I haven't heard of Woody Allen. Is he some
shit.
kind of... yeah, I know Woody Allen pretty well.
Oh, okay.
As you can imagine, I'm
should have talked about this before the show.
pretty familiar.
All right, cool. So they start off, they're trying to find some common ground when it comes to comedy clubs. Now, these are 2 very different generations between Woody Allen and Bill Maher, but they're trying to feel out like, did you work at this place? And when I was out in LA, I did this. When I was in New York, I did that. And I just thought this was funny that this is what Woody Allen goes to try to figure out if he has some common ground with Bill.
I played that other place in Hollywood. It was at an upstairs and a downstairs.
What year?
The year that Kennedy was assassinated.
Oh, yeah, that club. I remember that. Sure. 63 we're going back to. So that didn't help. They didn't really find a lot of common ground when it came to that. So after they break the ice and have a little small talk and stuff, we get into it. And of course, Bill, what he likes to do is he likes to tell the very famous person who they are. He did this with Billy Joel. He defined who Billy Joel was to Billy Joel. He doesn't like to ask questions. He doesn't like to tell them. And he's explaining to Woody Allen that Woody Allen is an intellectual, even though Mr. Allen doesn't believe that that's correct.
I often said I'm mistaken for an intellectual.
This is what I have to challenge.
What
Because, answer me this then. If you have no lofty thoughts, why didn't you just keep making the silly kind of movies you made at the beginning that were just gags? I grant you, there are no lofty thoughts in Bananas. There's no lofty thoughts in Take the Money and Run. But then you did Interiors and movies that were like almost all lofty thoughts.
But I was riddled with ambition to be a serious filmmaker. But I had nothing to contribute in terms of insights
You know why that is?
So he's constantly telling people who they are, and then when they're like, well, that's not true, he disagrees with them.
Yeah.
It's Billy Joel all over again.
Yeah, Woody Allen's talking about his life and how he felt, and he's like, no.
Nope, you're wrong.
Also, I'm well-versed in his early stuff.
Yeah.
And Take the Money and Run has lofty thoughts.
Thank you, right? It was offensive. He shouldn't be talking to him like a filmmaker. The way he was like, yeah, that one's stupid. And when he's like, well, why would you say that? Like, you don't have to say that. Even let me say that. You don't have to. And I'm sure as soon as he said it, he was like, exactly what Chris said. No, there's some stuff in there.
Sure. Well, I like that what Bill Maher does is he brings the best out of people. And, you have this legendary comic, Woody Allen. Of course, he's going to get the most entertaining version of him on his show.
Life is a terrible, painful, awful, tragic thing.
Where that's like near the beginning of the episode, we're already down to how horrible life is. What a miserable experience this whole thing is. Do you want to see more of Bill explaining to Woody who Woody is and what Woody did in his career?
What you did early in your career was set down this marker that I can't be embarrassed because I'm an artist. I'm going to fail sometimes. And that's what's going to make you like me more. I think that's what you did, possibly not by choice. It's just how you followed that idea. You're not going to let anybody tell you what to do, how to do it.
Why even have Woody there?
I was just going to say, I'm surprised he's on the show. What does this do for him?
I mean, Bill could just tell us all about Woody Allen without Woody Allen being there. I know. That's the point. So you just heard him say that, yeah, you set yourself up so that you could fail and it wouldn't matter and people would like you even more when you failed. So what do you think about this for a second? And he goes, well, that's not True.
It's dicey. You can't afford, you're resigned to the fact that you will fail, but you can't afford to fail too much because then you can't get any more money.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's that whole, Hollywood machine thing and financing movies. It's pretty expensive, so you can't just fuck around forever. You gotta pull it off at some point. Yeah. Well, Bill. I guess you're right. I mean, you're the one who lived that life, so maybe you would know better than me. Bill starts talking about books, like classic novels.
Mm-hmm.
And Woody Allen's not a big reader, so he hasn't read these books. But Bill, who fancies himself an intellectual, when he was asking Woody, like, how come you don't think you're an intellectual? Because he wants to have that conversation like, guys like us who are so cerebral. We just know so much stuff.
Woody's like, because I don't want to sound like you.
Right. Because I can tell he wants to be like, we're so profound, you and I. It's like, all right.
There's no we.
Yeah, it's fine. So he starts listing all of the books that Woody has not read.
You say, that you never read Great Expectations, you never read Ulysses, you never read 1984, Catch-22, Don Quixote. You mentioned.
That's right. I've never read any of the ones you've just mentioned.
I've read them all. You want to get the skinny on them? You want to get the?
Yeah, can you condense them?
It's gonna be the greatest Cliff Notes ever.
Woody's still got it.
Yeah. Can you condense all of those classics, please, and just tell me what the gist of it is?
I want to see that movie.
It's like Ray DeVito. Yeah, I get the gist.
Oh yeah,
I read all those. So then they're still talking about books, and what I like is that Woody's not playing into this game. He's not pretending to be an intellectual or to want to follow this conversation or want to have the knowledge of these books and things like that. And he says something, Woody Allen does, that is geniusly comedic. And it goes right over Bill Maher's head. I don't think he understood what was going on here.
I bet you'd like Catch-22. The other ones, yeah.
I might. I read Catcher in the Rye, and I like that.
I think you'd like Catch-22. I might. Catcher in the Rye is pretty good. Like, that's fucking hilarious. That's a genius response. Watch what Bill's response is to that.
Short.
I thought that was.
It's good when they're short.
That was, yeah.
I guess he didn't get it. Unless I'm missing something. The joke there is that the word catch starts both of those titles, right?
And Catch-22 and Catcher in the Rye are very different books. Catcher in the Rye is a lot more depressing. It's remarkable how poorly Bill's doing for us all to be just instinctually defending Woody in every beat here. That's how poorly he's doing. It's crazy.
Wait till you look at the comment section under this video. It's something else. So in his book, Woody Allen says he's never made a great movie. And, this comes back down to with Billy Joel, where he's like, no, Piano Man's a great song. And Billy's like, I don't think it's that great a song. It's just like, you're not going to convince Woody Allen he made great movies if he doesn't think he made great movies. He says he made some good movies. More than half of them are bad, but he's never made a great movie. And so this is this conversation with Bill.
I never made. If you think a great movie is Rashomon or The Bicycle Thief or The Seventh Seal or.
See, I've never seen those. Just like you've never read the books.
Now, why haven't you seen them?
Because I'm just the young man in the 22nd row. I like these art house movies that you like. I mean, you're right. I haven't tested them enough.
You'd enjoy them, though. But the thing about them is they're not homework. They're entertaining.
Okay.
They're actually gripping and entertaining.
But I've heard people say that about other things that did not grip or entertain me.
What a closed-minded thing to say. You're talking to this legendary movie maker, and he's going, these are the movies that I aspire to create. These are the things that I think are genius. Just like those books you were listing to me a minute ago. Here are the movies I think are great. And Bill goes, I'd hate those.
He's so dismissive.
He's so dismissive. And Woody's even making the point, like, no, these are movies that are made to entertain people.
Yeah.
This isn't just like art house bullshit for intellectuals to say it's amazing.
Right.
And Bill's like, people have tried to impress me with stuff before and I didn't like it. What does that even mean?
There's a fundamental disconnect here, and Woody's being nice about it, and Bill's being a dick because he just wants to be right.
Yes.
They're two comics who should be talking about comedy, treating each other like comics. But Bill's like, no, you're not a comic. You're this other thing. And Woody's like, actually, we're the same guy. So Bill's like, fuck you then, because he's stoned out of his mind and drunk, and Woody is not. And that's just not the best dynamic for a talk show.
So if you remember, I keep going back to the Billy Joel interview because there's just so many similarities. If you remember in that interview, one of the things that Bill Maher brought to that, he had prepared, was the top hits of 1968.
Yep.
And he wanted to read through that list of songs to Billy Joel. And Billy's like, why are we doing this? What's going on? What do you think about this song? Pretty good. You know, it was that kind of conversation. Well, he did a similar thing here with Woody Allen.
I usually prepare nothing for this show. I think that's obvious. But I did want to ask you about movies because your taste in movies. Like, I would not want to know if you've seen any of these movies. Like, these are not the art house foreign director movies. These are like the ones that the common people love. But, you know, they're big, like Godfather. You see?
I saw Godfather 2, I thought was great. The period work.
Which is a great answer. Do you like Godfather? Godfather 2 had some moments. Had some scenes that
The scenery is nice. I like the scenery.
For sure. So he goes through and he starts listing off all these movies, and most of them Woody Allen hasn't seen, like Honora that came out last year. And Woody goes, oh, you know, my wife Soon Yi saw that. She said it was great. Bill's like, yeah, but why wouldn't you want to watch a movie like that? And then they just start arguing about the fact that Woody's not interested in seeing Honora.
You're
No, it's not that I
entitled
don't
to
like it.
I know, but we're all entitled to enjoy what we want and enjoy our lives the way we want.
But I might enjoy it. But
Right.
I don't give it a chance.
I'm just saying.
Because I don't have...
You don't have to apologize for not watching Honora, and I don't have to apologize for not watching The Bicycle Thief.
It's not that I didn't like it.
I know.
I just haven't seen it. I might love it if I saw it.
And that's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
And it's okay. I don't watch The Bicycle Thief.
I can't figure out why, though.
What's it about?
A guy's bicycle is stolen, and the picture is trying to retrieve it, and it's very crucial for
Are you
his
sure this
life.
is not Pee-wee's Big Adventure? Because I think that's the same plot.
I didn't see that. No,
I didn't see that one
Pee-wee's-
either.
Quickly dismiss. No one's ever seen the Pee-wee movie. That was just a joke. So this is a really weird dynamic, and this goes on for a while, where Bill's saying you need to read these books, and Woody's going, why wouldn't you watch these movies that I really enjoy? And both of them are just going, not for me. Fine. You know, Woody likes movies, and Bill likes books.
Allegedly.
Leave it at that.
I'd like to hear Bill's takes on these books.
Well, he was going to summarize it, but we never got around to that.
He's also chiding Woody for apologizing.
Right.
He's like, you don't have to apologize. Oh, all right.
Yeah, he wasn't apologizing. He doesn't feel bad about it. And regardless of who he is, you're cutting off a 90-year-old man who's trying to make a point. It's rude in any setting.
Yes. This happens quite a bit. And the fact that they're even having this argument, this conversation, is because Bill's the one going, why haven't you watched this movie? Your wife went and saw it. You couldn't go see it and tell me what you thought about it? It's just like, it's not for me. It's not what I'm interested in. Sorry.
This is really just a glorified beer on the balcony. Like, it's an excuse for him to get drunk. And every time they're on Woody, you hear, like, ice jingling and things happening. He's not listening or paying attention. He's just drinking and smoking and getting back to yelling at Woody.
Adam, if you got a chance to sit down with Woody Allen, do you think you'd get nice and loaded and make sure you do a bunch of drugs that day, or would you want to like pay attention? And
not only would I not do that, I know for a fact that all of these people don't want to talk about their own stuff. Woody wants to talk about music and other people's films. Bill wants to talk about comedy and his shit. And there's a big misread going on here. He thinks Marin would do this too when he talked to comics or when he talked to musicians. He'd be like, I know you and I'm going to impress you with these things. And when those things don't impress them, they can't pivot. And they just keep hammering this home. Like comics, it's cool to not do your act in an interview. But a musician just wants to play. So when Billy Joel was like, Bill, you want me to play this? And you were like, no. That was not cool, Bill. That's not like, saying don't do your act. I get it. The guy wanted to play, and you told him, no, you're not understanding what's happening.
He wanted to show
Why don't
you
you just
something.
listen to this guy for a minute, and maybe you'll learn something.
Well, he finally does start talking about something they both have in common. And that is smashing puss.
I knew you were going to say that.
Because Bill is a ladies' man, as you know. And Woody Allen, there's some things we don't want to get into, but he had a lot of hot girlfriends back in the day. And so that was a thing that Bill Maher and his buddies really admired about Woody Allen.
As 14-year-old boys, because like we read about your life, eating dinner at Elaine's every night and like all these women. I mean, you were such a ladies' man.
Incredible that I was able to have a life and to have been involved with a number of women that were quite beautiful and formidable, gifted and intelligent.
You had dated Diane Keaton and both her sisters.
I was a unusually lucky guy when it came to. I've had some wonderful women in my life, very, very influential on me.
Bill's like, yeah, they're very influential. But which sister had the best smelling vagina? That's really what I want to know here. Like, I can't talk to anyone else who's had all three sisters. So it'd be cool if you could let me in on this. This is a 90-year-old man. Yeah. He's been married for a very long time. Talking about all the hot chicks he used to fuck. Oh, so anyway, I was playing this club in Hollywood on the day that Kennedy was assassinated. How far back do we have to go here? So apparently, the point that Bill's making, because no one looks at Woody Allen as the leading man kind of guy, the point he's making is like, wow, it must be because you have a really good sense of humor. Women are attracted to that. And then he decides to shit on his own point.
When they interview women, and I guess men too, actually, but when they interview, I notice more with women, that when they ask them what's important to them, that sense of humor comes up almost more than anything else all the time.
They're lying. It's just that when the good-looking guy says anything, they laugh.
Okay, way to shut his point. And I believe Bill Maher's point on top of that. But it is true. Women like a guy with a good sense of humor, who is a musician, flies drones as a hobby. These are just facts, people. This is what women are attracted to.
Where are you going with this?
Why aren't you writing this down, producer Chris?
I am.
All right. So then we start talking about therapy. I guess Woody Allen was in therapy, not anymore. And Bill and I might agree on this.
Are you still in therapy?
No, I haven't been for a long time.
Thank God. You said, I still have the same issues and problems and neuroses I had when I was 17.
Yeah, this is true.
Then why, never understand this about therapy. Doesn't that say it's not working? Why keep doing it?
This is how I feel, but I'm a longtime Howard Stern listener, so that's kind of where that comes from. Mm-hmm. I'm sure a lot of people do get help from therapy, but when you see people who are just like neurotic and have the same OCD and issues and can't get out of their own way and can't show up on September 2nd to do their big return show when they've been promoting it for fucking weeks, you go, well, what's all this therapy doing for you? And I appreciated Bill's point on that.
Did you hear what he says next, what he's about to say?
Yes.
Do you have that?
I don't.
He says, because no one knows me better than me. So I don't need somebody telling me what's going on with me and what I need to do. Bill, what have you been doing for the first 15 minutes of this episode? Is explaining to Woody why he's the way he is, and when he disagrees, you disagree, and then explain to him why you know better and he's wrong. You won't even accept his taste in art and movies. So you sound like a really bad candidate for therapy. But I heard that gentleman Moody say once on This Little Piggy, the best definition of therapy. He said, like, if you are looking to get something from it, you will. If you're not, it's just an excuse and a waste of time to show people how healed you are. My response to people like Howard Stern and Woody Allen is, I can't imagine how bad they would have been if they didn't go. Like, whatever shit is keeping them up at night probably only got 10% better, but it would have been 90% worse if they weren't doing something about it.
Maybe. I mean, that's not how
we don't know.
Works. Right. I don't think that they could be worse. I can't imagine a worse version of Howard. He's
I can. And untreated mental illness doesn't get better.
No, but whatever's being reinforced to him is making it worse. In
Oh,
my
yeah, if you're
opinion.
going there as an excuse, or if you're going there to the wrong person who's just taking your money, or if you're not really digging into the right stuff and someone's like, oh, I can get this guy on the hook for the next 50 years, that's entirely possible. But just talking about things to anyone out loud, especially if they're like fucking you up, it's got to be a good thing.
Right. And no, I agree with your point that Bill's not understanding the concept of therapy, where he's going, no, I already have all the answers. Like, okay, yeah, that's the wrong attitude. That's the wrong approach to going into someone's office and talking about what's going on in your life.
How is that a good poster boy for it? Look, he's not. And neither is
I understand.
Woody Allen. But, Woody doesn't drink or smoke or do anything. And people like that always have some other vice,
Yeah, like underage girls.
Something like that.
Something like that. This, I think, describes our buddy Greg Opie Hughes to a T.
I think you have. I always thought you had what I call New York syndrome, which is like people who just can't be happy unless they're a little unhappy. Like.
Great response. Keep defining me over there, Bill. Thanks. Appreciate it. So then they get into the concept of death. Woody Allen's 90 years old, or he's going to be 90 years old at the end of this year. And I don't think Bill knows what the fuck he's talking about here.
I mean, at the end of this year, in December, I'll be 90.
I know.
And I plan on dying in the next few years.
AI could stop that. Would you live forever if AI let you?
You mean, what would they do? Insert a little mechanism in my head, and I would never be experiencing me.
I don't have the blueprints, but AI is doing amazing things.
I mean, AI can create songs and photos and can tell you how great you're doing in life.
And our script.
But I think a lot of people are now just saying AI instead of technology.
Yeah.
It's not like AI is going to make people live forever. That's retarded.
Not the AI I know.
Well, yeah, maybe I'm the idiot. But he just goes, yeah, you can maybe live forever because of AI. And I think actually Woody understands this better than Bill does. Because the way Bill's describing it, it'd be like, I die, and there's a Carl GPT. So you can still talk to me every day, Chris.
Oh, sweet.
Get on there. Just big to see the Cubs lost. I'm like, yeah, think way to kick a guy while he's down, Like our fun conversations that we have. Want to go out for drinks later? Very funny, producer Chris. You asshole.
I like this.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like this at all. But yeah, so then they get into the fact that AI is taking over and the robots are taking over.
We don't know what. First of all, they're plotting against us. You know this, right? I mean, the robots are going to take over. But they also might keep us alive. Or they might kill all of us because we misgendered somebody.
I don't think they're going to keep us alive. I mean, I don't think necessarily they're going to kill us, but I don't think you're ever going to get to that. I mean, they can increase longevity with advanced medical, knowledge. But I don't. It doesn't look good. There's no way out of this.
Now that you're in California.
Yes, Woody. Ding, ding, ding. Just saying, you live forever because of AI. He's just like, well, no, people live longer because of advancements in technology in the medical field, for sure, because of medicine, but not because of ChatGPT, obviously. I know I'm oversimplifying.
So that's when Bill says, oh, yeah, you're right. I didn't think that through.
Because he said it in such a brilliant way. He's like, no, Bill, there's no way out of this.
Right. Yeah, we're all going to die, man.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're fantasizing about that, too. You're turning 70 soon, but no. Let's look at the comments on this.
I know a lot of people who...
God, the ZipRecruiter commercials. Are people really watching that show and then hiring a lot of people at once? My dear Bill, with all my heartfelt admiration, please listen to this. Let your guests talk. It's the top comment.
Wow.
Yep. 702 thumbs up on that with 42 replies. It says, Woody Allen finally gets a chance to interview Bill Maher. What an opportunity to interview Woody Allen and not let him talk. You blew it, Bill. Woody says, about half my movies are good, half are not. How about asking which ones and why? Yeah, Bill never pivots, does he?
No.
Like, his guests will say something interesting, and you want to latch onto him, like, oh, expand on that. Or my favorite Dick Masterson follow-up question, what do you mean by that? And Bill just goes, all right, whatever. So anyway, I really enjoyed this movie that you made. Why don't you?
He's not listening at all.
Will Bill ever let anyone finish a sentence? The best was when Chevy Chase got sick of it and asked him, "Do you realize I'm in the middle of a sentence?"
It's the funniest thing Chevy Chase ever did.
Love the bit when Bill cuts Woody off and says, "That's not relevant. Bill should simply sit in front of a mirror and interview himself." Love or hate him, it's very rare for Woody Allen to do an interview. And of course, Bill Maher blew it and ruined it by talking over him. You would think somebody close to Bill would read the comments and at least suggest that he stop interrupting so much. So here's what I'm seeing from this. I'm seeing a lot of Woody Allen fans going, "Oh, sweet. Woody Allen got interviewed. Let's check this out." And they're like, "Oh, this guy sucks at interviewing."
Oh, yeah.
Would have been great if he could have actually expanded on the concept in his book and how he felt about movie making and what his shortcomings were as a writer and director and actor and all those things. But
Even if you're not a fan, if you're just interested in the controversy or the man, you don't get to learn anything except that Bill disagrees with him.
it's a weird way to interview people, but Bill's getting all the... It wasn't that long ago he just had children on. Remember that?
So I was just going to say, he has kids on and has the balls to say this to them.
Yeah, that's not that interesting.
That's right.
True story.
He treats children the same way he treats Woody Allen and Billy Joel. So there you have it, folks.
Yeah, we don't have time for a song.
You know what's funny about that, and I might have brought this up when we talked about it, when Billy Joel's like, "Oh, do you want me to show you the song, or do you want me to sing it?" And Howard Stern used to be a lot better at interviewing than he is now. But I remember Howard would let Billy play the piano. And Billy would explain the reason why the notes were in the sequence they were was because of the chaos of the lyrics, or what he was trying to get through about the song. So he wrote it with this chord progression. He explained why. It was like really heady shit that I never think about when I'm writing music. So I'm like, oh, this is next level. This is cool. And that's what Bill Maher completely missed out on.
Yep.
He was ready to sit there and explain to him like what the influence was and what he was trying to accomplish. Like, I learned so much about Billy Joel from Howard Stern, where he's writing songs in Mick Jagger's voice. You know, Big Shot. I wrote that pretending Mick Jagger was singing it. And it's like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. That is a Stone song right there.
You hear there's Paul McCartney songs, there's Ray Charles songs, and he does the impressions, and he sings it as if he's them.
Yes, that's so fascinating to me. Because as a Ween fan, that's what Aaron Freeman does too. He writes music based on an artist that he admires. Like he loves Prince, and so he writes "She's a Freak Monique," and you're like, this is like a Prince song. This is so fucking cool. And I would love to talk to him about that process. Bill Maher does none of this. He doesn't give a shit. He just wants to tell this guy what he thinks of him and have him agree with him.
And he won't accept when they try and tell him the truth. Bob Dylan, the world's greatest songwriter, if you want to talk to him about great songwriting, he won't. He says, is a quote, "I'm a song and dance man. That's what I do." You talk to Billy Joel, you're like, "You're the greatest songwriter." He's like, "I'm a piano player. I just want to be a piano player in a band." Bill Maher, you're like, "You've tackled religion and all of these heady things." "I'm just a comic, man. I'm just a comic." Woody Allen, he's doing the same thing. Treat them how they want to be treated.
Yeah, you'd get more out of it.
I think so.
What do I know? I'm not an interviewer. What I am is a grifter. Supertip.gg/WATP is where you can go to get in on the grift. Let's see if someone can beat Mike Boudet's super tip from earlier. So this is a little manipulation. I learned it from Aaron Imholte. Coming up, by the way, we do have SteelToe stuff to get into. Stuttering John going hard at Anthony Cumia, and Anthony Cumia responding, which is fantastic. Opie's back in New York City. We got another round of To Poke a Dabbler coming up, so stick around for all of that. But first, Silence Do Good is coming in.
Thank you for the 1,000. We keep 900 of that. But you know what's better than $1,000? $2,000. I think we deserve it. Go on and throw us one more of those, and we'll call it even.
See, that's what I should have said. You're right, Aaron. My bad. Chaos Queen coming in.
Do you think there are any animals we can take home from the Catskills? Asking for a friend?
Please don't take home any more animals, Chaos Queen. It's enough already. Coach Nickel became a new member of the YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Become a member, get the bonus episodes. Go down to the membership tab. You'll see all the bonus episodes that are there, and you'll get the new ones there as well. Hellraiser69. Vince has convinced John that Poker Mike wants to be John's friend again. I swear, he's the dumbest man alive. Is that true? Are you talking about Vince the lawyer? Because Poker Mike is the guy, and we'll hear about this from Anthony in a little bit, is the guy who brought John to Anthony's house to play poker. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then John needed money from Poker Mike because he lost all his money so quick. And I believe I'm playing poker with Poker Mike this weekend.
Oh.
Which is very exciting. Do you play poker, Adam?
I do.
All right, sweet. You're in. I'm inviting you in. I'm inviting you to this game that I'm not even running.
I'm just going to need you to drive me to the ATM so you can get me some cash.
Sure. I'll bring my card for you.
Thank you.
Edward Epsler, $5 Australian. Despite his T-shirts and his voting history, Stuttering John is both a D and an R. FSJ. F. Josh Allen.
Sir.
My fantasy quarterback? Sir. How dare you? You're not rooting for my fantasy team? Name taken.
You guys keep talking about me, but the joke's on you. You'll all be long gone while AI will allow me and Doggy to live forever. Whatever, you're all just trolling. Goodbye. You're out of here.
Okay, that actually might be true.
Yeah, he doesn't mention his family.
The family, we can't do anything about that, but Opie will live forever. Missy B, missing you dabblers this weekend. Skull, wait, is Missy B not coming to the show?
Wait a minute.
Why
are you saying Skull?
The great Missy B, everyone. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Let's talk about my good friend, Aaron Imholte, and what he's up to right now.
Please, guys, Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, Venmo. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we don't deserve it.
So, Adam, you were watching a little SteelToe. He had his triumphant return on September 2nd. Of course, he was off on Friday because he was in court for the harassment restraining order against Nick Rekieta. It was supposed to be a second hearing with Patrick Melton. They didn't get around to that. They didn't settle the first one. Things dragged out quite a bit. Aaron admitted a lot of embarrassing things that we'll get into during that court proceeding. And so Aaron comes back yesterday morning and immediately is just like, we're not talking about all this drama shit. So if you want that kind of show, we're the wrong place for you, man. I just want to talk about the Jews and the blacks. That's what we do over here. We're talking about Jews and blacks over here. It's like, all right, cool. So, Adam, you check this out. Where do you want to start?
Let's start when he explains. I only like the personal stuff. Like, there's 5 hours that I just skip because I like when he talks about himself, which is only briefly at the beginning and the end. So here we get a look into the time he just spent with his children.
I always sneak off. I go home. I take a shower. I'm good.
What he's describing, by the way, his parents have a cabin or something like that by the lake. And so they drive up to the cabin with the kids. Now, when he was married to April, they were cut off from this because the parents disowned him when he married April. But now that they're divorced, he has a relationship with his parents again. So they go up to the cabin, and it's not nice enough for Aaron to spend the night.
I always sneak off. I go home. I take a shower. I'm good. I don't. Plus, the kids are always forgetting stuff. Dad, I need it. Can you go pick this up? And I'm like, yes. Absolutely.
I left this somewhere. It's like, God damn it.
I always make sure, if I notice they're forgetting something on the way out there, I don't say a word. Just like, you know what? That's just an excuse to go back home later. That's all that is. So that was fun. Came back Sunday night.
Hold on, I got to comment on that.
Yeah.
That's like leaving a personal item at a girl's house that you want to go back to. He's doing that, but to avoid his children. He's leaving the toothpaste at home. Oh shit, we didn't bring toothpaste. All right, well, I guess I got to drive back home now.
Yeah, he thinks he is. I think the kids are actually doing it to him.
Right.
They're pretending to leave stuff so they can send him
Dad,
away.
we just got here and I realized I didn't bring my toothpaste.
Again.
Whoops.
That was fun. Came back Sunday night. Had a nice, easy evening. We watched...
Okay. What do you think they watched? What do you think Aaron Imholte watched with his children? What film or films?
Almost Famous.
That's a pretty good answer right there.
I'm just watching Johnny clean his microphone off. He could give a fuck.
Yeah, he's really analyzing that thing, isn't he? Is that mucus or is that saliva? What is that? I know the answer, so I'm not gonna guess on this one.
Chris, anyone in the chat want to guess? Because whatever it is, it's not what you think it is.
All right, here's the answer.
We watched some Netflix documentaries, some solid ones. Ask me which ones.
Which ones?
I can't fucking remember now. I can't remember. I liked them.
There's one about Katrina that just came out recently.
Nope, we didn't watch the Katrina one. We watched the one about the woman and her dad who murdered the woman's Irish husband.
Good.
I can't remember what that one. We watched that one, and then I think we started the Jussie Smollett one, but fell asleep to that one.
Gay.
This is the guy who explains to all of us that he's a radio professional and that we're all losers and don't know how to do this. He brought this up. This is 6 minutes into the episode. He's back from a long weekend. He brought it up. Yeah, we got together with the kids, watched Netflix. What'd you watch? I don't remember. Cool story, man. Good stuff. I've never heard a morning DJ bring up something that happened over the weekend that they then had no explanation for and couldn't remember what they did. It's like, yeah, it wasn't a caller who asked what you watched on Sunday night. That'd be one thing.
They just need their co-host to be wrong so badly. They just instinctually say no or you're wrong to everything they say.
By the way, look at this. Look at these handsome devils right here. Adam Bush with Jussie Smollett.
So, Aaron, if you have any questions after you finish the doc, if you want to talk personally, I can let you know anything you need to know about Jussie. Just reach out to me personally, okay?
Will you go on his show, on SteelToe Morning Show, to talk about this?
The only way I'll talk to him.
Okay.
I would love to.
I just wanted to clarify. You're not going to become pen pals.
No,
you just want to go on his show to talk.
I would love to if this, if you're still hung up about it, or the kids have some questions since this was for them.
All right. What's the next clip we're going to?
I think he's been watching the Is It Gay game show because he seems to explain something that you talk about very clearly.
Okay.
Redbird with another dollar says, not beating the gay allegation with the cabin story. You sick fuck. My family's cabin is like, it's where all the cousins and aunts and uncles and cousins' kids and all that.
I think he means with the needing to get away part.
Oh, I'm sneaking away to have gay
You're
sex
sneaking away
at
to
my
suck
house.
a dick.
Oh. No, I see how you got there. But no, just to sleep and shower, not to put any... I'll say this. I think those who go right to that are a lot gayer than the person they're making fun of.
Because
this man is a miracle.
Right.
There was a video that came out from Corn Diff that was a compilation of Aaron calling things gay 5,000 times just this year alone. And Aaron goes, these people call everything gay? I think they're gay.
And then he posed like a little teapot again.
This is incredible that a person could behave in this manner. You have to be gaslighting yourself so much to believe this.
Because that's what your brain was idling on. You had a spare moment to think and you went, gay.
That's what I'm saying. He's like, oh, you went home sucking.
Johnny, are you watching the show that you're on? Have you ever paid attention to what's going on? Johnny's like, yeah, people who call things gay all the time, probably thinking about balls in their mouth. Wow. These two are incredible together.
That's what I'm saying. He's like, oh, you went home sucking cocks. It's like, how? Okay, let me ask you a question. Don't get mad at me.
Oh, I hate this.
Hang in there with me, Internet. I know I piss you off.
This is smug Aaron, where he's just like, all right, guys, I'm a little smarter than you. I'll try to speak slowly so you can figure out these concepts.
I know you're going to be enraged.
I know.
If I drank one beer in an hour,
It's fucking, this is beer math Aaron right here, who's explaining to us that calling everything gay means you're gay. We know! That's why we created a fucking game around it, you idiot. That's why Corn Dip pulled that video clip.
Your first thought is sucking dicks. How far was sucking dicks from your mind? At any given time.
About mouth distance, about
That's,
that far.
How many
that's
beers have
all
I
I'm
had?
asking.
Right. Wow, Aaron, you're amazing.
But Carl, I remember you making this specific point that there's a difference between calling something gay and being like, that sucks a big hard cock. Like,
right.
Why are you saying it like that?
Yeah. You're getting a little too specific. You know, the kind of cock with the vein that's kind of purple and running down the middle, but askew, just a tad.
Yeah.
Askew.
Or whatever.
I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
In this next one, Aaron manages to eke out a goal and a win, but he handles it humbly and with class and grace.
So what's happening here is that a guy that he used to have on his show as like a co-host, like a regular on the show, was on Kill Tony and did a very good job on Kill Tony. Everyone loved him. And so now Aaron is watching that.
Hell yeah. Great stuff.
Thank you.
Make some noise for Adrian.
There he goes.
Washington,
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
He might have one of the best guest appearances in Kill Tony history.
Yeah, I really thought when they were giving him that like big intro, they were going to shit on him pretty hard. No, that was very, very nice.
I really thought he was going to catch an endless amount of shit.
He did not. Good for him.
But he got none. I should send him a text today. I should see if he wants to come on the show tonight or tomorrow morning. Talk about his appearance. Why not?
Yeah. Real quick, I watched this morning's show, and no, he did not show up. So I don't think that Aaron's old co-host was all that interested to go on SteelToe to talk about his appearance on one of the biggest podcasts in the world.
And at some point during this, Aaron actually says out loud, should have been nicer to that guy.
Yeah, he goes, I should have hitched onto his wagon. It's insane.
Yep.
Aaron is so insecure. It's so obvious every time we watch this stuff, but this is his big victory.
Sanford's son with $20. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And guess what, bitches? That means we won and you lost. We hit the fucking goal. You're a loser. I'm a winner. Suck my fucking dick.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
I've got some terrible news. You eat shit. I win. I'm the baddest motherfucker on podcasting. I can talk about random news shit and the Jews for 4 hours, and I can make my almost $300 goal. You have to talk about me to make any fucking money.
First off,
Go ahead.
he's winning a game that only he is playing.
Yes.
He's creating rules to a game that none of us care about. I enjoy talking about Aaron. It's a lot of fun. I actually podcast a lot less than he does. I make more money than him. I sleep very well at night. I'm having a blast. But Aaron's winning because he gets to talk about the Jews and the blacks and make $300 during a morning stream. Not my goal in life. Not what I'm trying to accomplish at all. And the fact that we bring this up a lot, the fact that he makes the $20 he needs to hit the goal, and the first thought is take that, haters, tells you everything you need to know about his psyche.
Because who he's yelling at are the people who supported him. He's yelling at them directly. Imagine if every time Jerry Lewis reached that goal for the telethon, he just started screaming at all the audience and all the people who donated.
Yeah, you're right, Adam. I didn't even think about that. I'm not watching this.
No.
I'm not watching live. I'm not sitting there going, nobody better give him money right now. Fuck!
Right. Like the Bills just lost. You're like, oh.
Right.
Taking down banners, and unhooking kegs, and canceling plans.
Everybody get the fuck out.
Yeah. This is supposed to be like a triumphant time for him where he's feeling good about what's happening.
Yeah.
And he's angry.
Oh, it is so personal.
Screaming at people.
He reminds me of that bowler who wins. No, I'm not. You are.
Right.
Also,
I'm
Aaron,
the winner.
Yeah.
You're the loser. And you owe me a fucking check, you piece of shit. Sanford's son, thank you so much. It's another win for the toe. And I have to say, Johnny, do we officially say Adrian won the breakup?
I guess if you're gauging it on success after the breakup, then yes, he definitely won. Kill Tony's a much bigger hit than Alex Stein, unless you get back on the radio, or I would say right now in the way of measuring things, totally won.
Eric,
not listening at all. Aaron just waiting for his co-host to stop talking. You could see it in his eyes. You can see it in his body language. And what a weird thing to do with a co-host. Like Adam had some interesting points to make about Woody Allen and about musicians and movie directors and filmmakers and what they want to talk about. Imagine just went, all right, let's see what's going on Super Tip. Like, we engaged in a conversation because I was listening to him. Aaron never listens to anything Johnny has to say.
Nope.
He's just waiting for him to be done. Not that Johnny has anything to say. Johnny's a lump of shit. He really does just suck balls.
Oh, you went there, huh?
Fuck.
There it is. There
All
it
right.
is.
I got to back this up because you got to watch Aaron not paying any attention to his co-host, just totally disrespecting him.
Definitely won. Kill Tony's a much bigger hit than Alex Stein. Unless you get back on the radio, or I would say right now, in the way of measuring things, totally won. Totally won.
Eric Cartman says, this is sad. You were crying 40 minutes ago.
He'd rather talk to his chat than to his co-host. He's like, hey, whatever. Eric Cartman in the chat says. All right, so this is a pretty big reveal right here. I have some thoughts on this.
Eric Cartman says, this is sad. You were crying 40 minutes ago. Somebody doesn't understand how this show works. Somebody doesn't understand that I don't take any of this too seriously. And this is the really funny part when I act like a dick. Now stop making me explain the joke, you retard, or it's not going to work.
Here's the problem with this. This whole thing was just like, guys, this is a bit. When I embarrass myself throughout the episode, every single episode, and I talk about how I have no dignity, and I talk about how this is the worst part of the show and I have to beg for the money, that's all part of the bit. Oh, yeah, and remember how under oath I said that the trolls get to me, and I don't like the trolling, and I want it to end? And remember how I said I was scared of Nick Rekieta, and I was worried for my safety because I think Nick Rekieta could be dangerous? Guys, that part's not real. The stuff I said under oath that's super embarrassing. And neither is the stuff where I'm begging for money that's super embarrassing. The only part that's real is when I'm making the goal. That's the only thing that's real. That's all that reality is in the world of SteelToe. Ignore everything else.
I have to say, he seemed genuinely surprised that he made the goal.
Yeah.
I've never seen him celebrate like that.
Oh, it was in the back of his head. He's coming off a bad weekend. After everything that happened on Friday, and this is going to stretch out for a while now. These hearings are going to cost him a lot of money. And so, plus not making money 4 days in a row for Aaron, brutal. So he comes back on Tuesday. He's like, we have to hit this fucking goal. And in the back of his head, all he's thinking is, and if we don't, then Tuki's going to be laughing, and Aussie guy is going to be making fun of me, and Pretty Antisocial is going to have a field day with this. So as soon as he hits it, he's just like, yes, I win. It's like, no, you're always a loser. There's no amount of money that can come into you that will stop you from being a loser.
Yes, and you can tell because the last word of that rant was, you people need to get on your knees and cut me a check.
Yes.
I thought they just did.
Yeah, what was that? I mean, he's talking to me and you and Chris. He wants us to cut him a check? Did we have a bet or something? What's going
beg
on?
to differ, Aaron, because you said clearly that we need you to have a show. Right. You can just spend your time talking about the Jews. Well, that would be me, Aaron. So if you're going to spend your show talking about me, maybe you should cut me a check. Or we could just talk about Jussie Smollett.
Jesus Christ. I can't be associated with the Jews. I didn't realize that's where we were going.
Half Jewish, half Jewish.
Okay. Jesus, Adam. I mean, trying to get
my dad.
some super tips over here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is great. The very end of the show. Adam, do you want to set this up? This is a great clip.
Well, like you were saying, he had the worst weekend of his life. You explained all of the things hanging over his head and legal battles he's thinking of. You know it's true because I've never heard a person not on meth answer the question, how was your weekend, like this?
Mad Move says, damn, bro, what happened this weekend that you're so mad about? Dude, my fucking weekend ruled start to finish. I have to say, it started fucking amazing on Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it was all fucking incredible. It couldn't have gone better. Johnny, thank you very much. And you are on today at 1 p.m. I'm going to come back at 6, and we're going to do another great show. We will talk to you very, very soon. Have a great rest of your day. Another win for the motherfucking toe.
His Friday was amazing. It couldn't have gone better. Do you remember the last episode of WTP where we had the photo of stressed out Aaron in the courtroom next to his attorney like, that's a good day? Oh, no.
He's doing a character.
He is a lying liar. But you're right, Adam. I love that description. Like, Only a meth head would be like, no, everything was absolutely perfect. It couldn't have gone better. I had a perfect Friday. Thursday night was amazing. Saturday was killer. Sunday was the best ever. Monday was even better than that. Like,
Well, he named all the days. I guess he's right.
yeah, okay,
Checks
relax.
out. Checks
You
out.
remember what you watched? He doesn't even know what he watched on Sunday night. He couldn't remember the documentary he saw.
Yeah, he's just sitting there going,
Yeah, right. That's all he's thinking about. I got to go back to court again. People are recording it. It's on all the clip shows. Everyone's talking about it.
These people have no idea how much they're revealing by these simple questions. You go, how was your weekend? And you learn so much about them. And then they blame the person asking the question.
You're right.
Daddy, are you going to make the goal tomorrow?
We better. If you want to eat, we better. All right, coming up, Stuttering John decided to come back after one day off, even though he said he was going to leave. Came back after one day off with Poke A Dabbler, and he's like, I know I'm going to take on Anthony Cumia.
Always a good idea,
Big
John.
mistake. Big mistake. We're going to get into that, and we're going to talk about Anthony's response. He hit back hard, which is great. Opie is back in New York City, and also we have a fantastic update on Ron the Waiter's living situation. We have a round of Poke A Dabbler, voicemails. You know how this goes. Stick around for all of that. But first, I want to thank the people who are thanking us using supertip.gg/WATP. Mike Boudet coming back in again with $5.
Gay. So gay. Gaiety. Gay. Guy. Oh! Caravan gay. Gagay. Gagay. Gaga. Gaga yo gay. So gay.
I felt like I was watching an episode of SteelToe. I know. Well done, Mike. Perfect.
So is it gay?
Amanda Lynn Nappy coming in.
Adam, I'm going to wear my official Cubbies game cap and matching t-shirt. Max!
Oh, cool. I'll wear my official Yankees game cap and matching t-shirt.
We will be so cool!
Nerds!
And then we called Megan.
Yeah, and then we get Megan to wear hers as well. This is actually a Sabre shirt designed by Doug from Good Times, Great Movies. Thank you for that, Doug. Anonymous coming in. Johnny Crutch's arguments, unlike his body, stand on their own. Stewie felt. At this point, I think there is something in the water in Minnesota. It does seem that way. You know, they have the land of 1,000 lakes, whatever it is, and none of them have potent drinking water, it turns out.
It's like the South Park where a smug was in the air.
Yeah. You're right. Between Karmic and Aaron and the rest. Mike Boudet coming back in again.
I win. I always win. Everything that wins is me. I am the winner, and I won the winning. Like Charlie Sheen. Tiger blood.
Very good. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Mike. Rygon, $2. Where Lucy at, boys? I missed those jugs. I feel like I've done 8 shows with Lucy in the last 3 days.
I think you have.
It's been a lot. I mean, not enough. Just a lot. Johnny Credits, $5. The Howard Stern style of interview. Give your guest your answer and wait for them to agree. If that fails, go to Daddy Mommy Issues BS. That's what it's turned into with Howard Stern. For sure. And it's tough when you need someone on that you admire, I guess. You want to gush over them a little bit. The way the episode started, I didn't play the clip. He's just like, Woody Allen, you're so amazing. Like, well, let me get this all out of the way. And it's like, you don't have to do that. You can do that before the show.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and tell him, by the way, I'm a huge fan of yours. Really looking forward to talking to you. It doesn't have to be part of the show. It just makes people uncomfortable. If I'm ever on your show, though, please. I can't get enough of it.
Will you sign the slut CD?
That'd be amazing. All right, let's talk about the man with the bloody ass.
Bloody ass. Can I get a little sympathy? Because I got a bloody ass. I'm bleeding generously. Because I got a bloody ass.
This is pretty incredible. So EL sent this in to me. There's a YouTube channel called Good Bad Flicks, has 347,000 subscribers. This video is called 5 Forgotten TV Shows Part 14 Sitcoms in Space. It has 54,000 views. And they talk about Tripping the Rift.
Wow.
The animated show that John was on for a brief time. And this is very interesting. This came out 2 years ago, but check out what they say about Tripping the Rift.
The AI of the spaceship was voiced by Stuttering John Melendez, who, I hear, went on to dabble in comedy after the show ended. The show...
It's amazing because this is like a legit video, and they have a whole series of these, and it's for nostalgia purposes. And people are like, oh, I remember that TV show. And that's a dabbler right there.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you very much for that. I also got this note in that is interesting. Did anyone notice that John's latest stand-up in Fort Myers has him telling that ridiculous joke, does a cock come with that shirt? So one of the first things he said, where he's like, oh, nice shirt, sir. Did it come with a cock? Which, by the way, I was told by Drew Lane and the gang, the funnier joke to call a shirt gay would be, did it come with AIDS? Which I agree. Either way. WJC points out, he's obviously listening to every episode you put out. He never used that pathetic joke back at someone until Lance on the koi pond. We have listened to all of his stand-up on WTP and or Rico before he left again, and he never broke that out. 100% positive. You're right about that, and that's a great catch because on Living in the Past with Stuttering John, the series we're doing on our Patreon and our YouTube for members, we're going back and checking out John's podcast in 2018, but then we also watched John's interview on Joe Coy's show from 2016. And he was talking to Lance, the co-host, and just because his name's Lance, he was calling him gay a bunch. And he did use that line about his shirt coming with a cock. And I think we reminded him of that. So you're welcome, John.
It also happened, we played the episode with Jason Glern talking about going down on women and eating ass, and John had his whole reaction, and then a couple days later on his show, he did his whole bit about, who does that eating ass?
My buddy I was talking to, and he goes down on his girl's ass. What's
His
that
wife.
all about?
His buddy's talking to him about going down on his wife's ass. That's what they're talking about at Stevie Tomatoes.
That's not what they're talking about.
No.
Check, please. All right. So John did a show yesterday, even though he wasn't going to do any more shows again. And he starts off like he always does, fucking everything up. So you just saw he was playing the DJ Dabbles song that he always does in the ghetto, but he doesn't have the video saved anywhere. So he's playing it off of YouTube, and then he has to like scramble to minimize it and get himself on screen. Whoops. Oh, there he is. Oh, there you go.
Hey, Shady's back. Back again. Come on. I just love fucking with you people.
No one was surprised. On Point Dabble Point, the question was asked, when will John come back? Because he said August 31st was his last show. And so on Labor Day, September 1st, we went around the panel, and everyone said either later tonight or tomorrow. Nobody is surprised at this. John goes, I got you guys good this time, didn't I? No. No, you didn't.
I know you can't live without me. It's just fun at this point. Playing. I know like a certain amount of shows are probably freaking out. Oh, no. Oh, no. Now whatever will we do? We don't have the Duke. I'm seeing the pieces of lint. This is going to be an emergency show. Uh-oh, there's a piece of...
I love that he comes on completely unprepared. He's got shit all over his shirt that he's picking off one piece at a time. And then he tries to turn that into a win. Oh, what are you guys going to do, an emergency show about how disheveled and ridiculous I am? No, but we'll talk about it on the regular show because it's scheduled.
Yeah, he's done this before. Oh, I got a booger coming out of my nose.
Dude.
Like, yeah, John.
This is fucking Groundhog's Day. John's reboot is just reruns, but a year later.
Before I was ever on this show or on John's show, what I used to do is clip the first couple seconds of John's show and post it in the subreddit. That's what I loved. I always thought it was so amazing, and I do it every day. I just capture it and throw it up there. How can you do something every day for that many years and not get better at it? Every single time, it's as if it's a show happening to him and he's surprised and caught off guard. Not that he made this choice to press record.
I think it's a combination of drugs and alcohol.
That would be it.
Adam.
That would be it.
Lint on my shirt. Oh, my God. Oh, no. More lint. Oh, no. Emergency show. Lint. John's got lint on his shirt.
And he's also
Holy
ugly.
shit!
Lazy and stupid.
Yeah. Let's not forget about that fucking haircut. What's going on there? It's a lot of things to make fun of you, John.
Little
It's not just
Superman
the lips.
curl. He's like a
Yep.
superhero.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Clay, how are you, buddy?
Johnny boy, you all right, mate?
So
Surprise.
I just want to address this person here. Now, I know who it is. And now, could you read the screen?
I can see the screen, yeah.
And you see it says stop emailing me?
So John has a free chat up that says, stop emailing me, John. And it looks like it's Andrea, his former mod.
Oh, it's that Andrea.
Yeah, I haven't emailed this woman since the whole dispute over the former mods. So she's so ignorant and stupid that she thinks it's me.
This won't backfire on John, I'm sure.
Nope.
But
It could be a fake Andrea. John, can I?
There's
Why
so
don't you
many Stuttering Johns.
John, why don't you try just ignoring the free chat? I don't read the free chat. I don't know what people are saying. It's just a distraction. Who cares? What do you want to just see a bunch of L's in the chat? Don't let it throw you off your game, man. Just
What's happening right now is Clay is giving the best advice possible to John. Right out of the gate. Hey, John, I'm going to improve your show tenfold. Here's how. And John is not listening at all. He's staring at the free chat. He's specifically doing what Clay's telling him not to do.
Yup. And he just goes blank. It's wild to see. It's like he knows it's good advice, so his body rejects it on instinct and just disassociates.
He's got like doll eyes as Clay.
Yeah, when the tongue comes out.
Yep.
read the free chat. I don't know what people are saying. It's just a distraction. Who cares? What do you want to just see a bunch of L's in the chat? Don't let it throw you off your game, man. Just ignore it. So don't look at it. Can't you like block it off like and just see super chats?
Hold on a second.
You gotta ignore that shit, man. That's,
No, he refuses to listen and learn anything. And I just want to point out, so John's going, can you believe Andrea thinks I'm emailing her? It's coming from a fake Stuttering John. How does she not know that? This is the account that sent in that chat, that free chat. The avatar here says, I am not the fake Andrea FSJ. With one subscriber who's been on since October of 2023. Oh, now 2 subscribers. You're welcome.
Whoops.
So this John fell for it. He's a fucking idiot. Clay called it. It's like, all right, but maybe that's not real too, John. Like, why? What are we doing? What do you think you're doing right now?
No, you're a fucking stupid moron. Case closed.
All right. So let's find out why John decided to come back after just one day off.
I don't want you to be scared. Don't be scared. But here we go. Ah! Oh!
Brindle fly.
Oh my God.
Sir Anthony.
So the bit there that was so perfectly executed is that they showed that they're going to play Anthony Cumia, a video of Anthony talking on his show. And Anthony is so hideous that it's scary.
I thought it was the wild glasses.
Maybe it's the glasses. Yeah, that's a good point, too. I mean, John's the ugliest creature in the Dabbleverse. And the fact that he thinks a funny bit is to be like, don't be scared, but look at this guy. Okay.
Brindle fly.
Oh my God.
Sir Anthony
Oh,
Brumia.
boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now,
Got a face only a mother could love.
Now, normally
Slam
I
it.
wouldn't punch down, and it is true when you talk about pock face, plug head. It is like you heard of Jughead. This is Plughead. And
He might be at the top of the ladder in the shit.
Boy, someone's been sending him some new gags. Oh boy. And the way he delivered that too is just like, I mean, you guys are gonna get this joke, right? It's pretty good.
Because everyone knows who Jughead is.
I know. All of his references are 40 or 50 years old. So stupid.
Verse for hacks. As hacks go.
well, I'm the top fucking. I'm the
Yeah, but what? So you just called yourself a hack, bruh?
Oh no, but
I'm saying you're not even in that. You're not even in that envelope in my analogy. Come on.
Come on.
If you want to put yourself in there.
No, I'm saying that I am the. I didn't hear the hack part. I heard you say the top person, and I am the Duke of the Dabbleverse. How dare you?
You are. Moving on. Let's go.
I never know how to feel about Clay.
I know. Clay is trying to help his buddy John. He's trying to. He's like, all right, I'm just saying that you're better than him because that's the hack verse, and you don't want to be the number one in the hack verse. And all right, let's just move on. This didn't work. I'm sorry. It's not working
such
for us.
cartoon villainry. It's such like over the top. Oh yeah, boss, you're right. Yeah, but I'm the best, right? Oh yeah. You're the best, boss. You're the boss. Okay, I'm the best of the worst. Yeah, you're the best of whatever. They can't write shit like this. Believably, it's like a Laurie and Fry or an Abbott and Costello bit. Like you couldn't write it.
And the fact that John decides he always picks the wrong angle on everyone.
Yep.
And so he brings up Anthony Cumia and he goes, I don't normally like to punch down. It's just the wrong. I mean, in no one's world are they going, yeah, John's more successful than Anthony Cumia. Like this just doesn't exist. He's going to keep doubling and tripling down on that. I got to tell you, the reason why I know Anthony's more successful is because he has a good sense of humor about himself. Oh shit, that didn't pull up the way I was hoping it would. Never mind. I had a funny photo of Anthony holding up those Pocky snacks.
Oh,
the story.
Yeah.
He sent it over to me. Anyway, you could imagine it in your head. All right, so that was the big reveal that John's going after Anthony on this episode.
Okay, so here we go.
Course.
Okay, now watch how boring this is. Here we go. And thank you, Stalin19, for this.
If you missed it,
Docs.
and you're a subscriber, you have access to all that. You literally have access to stuff I did on Compound Media 10, 11 years ago. So it's a
Okay,
bevy
this is
of material.
Is this compelling
if
to
you?
you?
Wow, yeah, it's awesome. Can't wait.
Oh no, stupid Anthony took another day off. Well, there's 11 years of material to go through.
And he left.
So maybe
The glory days. The glory days.
Yeah. Well, there's the glory days, of course, but
The glory days. They're not even following the thread.
No, not
Anthony's
at all.
saying he took a day off, but the entire archive is available for subscribers. And there's thousands of episodes since he started Compound Media.
Living in the past. There you go. Look.
He's not talking about Opie and Anthony. He's talking about what he's done since then that he's still doing. And these fucking idiots are so quick to just pause and, oh my gosh, he giggled at something. Listen to what John's about to say.
but you notice he giggles at what?
Are we going to point out John laughing at nothing at some point during this segment?
I hope so.
I think we are. It's fucking idiot. He always finds the wrong angle. This guy's not successful. Sure, John. This guy laughs at his own jokes. Right, John.
Yeah, it's like that's like a shitty radio fucking host. Like, just by the book, innit? They always do that shit laugh at their own things that aren't funny. It's classic.
Giggling at what? What is
It's classic.
Rocky?
Classic hack radio DJ.
But he's giggling. But here we go.
I know people get pissed. You guys get pissed off. I get it, but I got to do things. There are things I need to do. I'm not just shirking, if I may use such harsh language, shirking my responsibilities.
He's got cooler dude.
John's lost. John's already lost. Like, what's he talking about?
What's a responsibility?
What's a shirka?
Have other responsibilities. And sometimes, they don't jibe.
Cod calls.
It is fucking insufferable. It is insufferable.
It's just a nothing. Like he talks about grifting for super chats. I mean, how's that a show? You're just sitting there chatting bollocks.
It is boring, and he'll go on to trash me. But I want to play more to show you just how boring it is. You could literally fall asleep to this.
All right. This is coming from a man who just recently read through his entire fantasy football lineup. And the day before that, he pulled out a listicle about the hottest Bond girls and scrolled through that and read it. He didn't add anything to either of those segments. He literally just read the internet. Hey, look I picked up Christian McCaffrey in the first round.
And that's why he came back.
It's just insane. And I know this goes without saying, so it's even hard to bring this up. It's insane that John would call anyone else boring. It's one of the wildest things he could do on his show.
He's also so insecure that to find a boring moment, he had to play the fucking infomercial or the commercial break. He couldn't play any of the show, which is like loaded with hot topics that you can take any opinion on and go ahead, go at it. But no, you picked the ad to show he's boring because you're that insecure.
It's like ASMR, Cumia.
Monday, I did the Legion of Skanks, and that wasn't like, oh, the listeners or subscribers, I'll do Skanks instead of my show.
Who the fuck cares?
Subscribers who were wondering where Anthony was on Monday when they tuned in.
That's hundreds of thousands of Legion of Skanks fans. It's endless.
Yeah, Legion of Skanks is huge. And the fact that Anthony's like, I'm sorry I wasn't here on Monday. I did the Legion of Skanks. And John's response is, who the fuck cares? Probably because when John's not around on a Monday, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
It was my 2-year cardio exam. My 2-year, like, what do they call it? Like a follow-up. So I went to my cardiologist on Long Island.
Oh, boy, this is compelling. Oh, Jesus.
Did he tell you to stop drinking and smoking cigars?
Oh.
At least Clay is trying to figure out an angle. John's the guy who tells us when he goes to the gym and runs mundane errands. He reports on it back to us. Anthony's having a follow-up 2 years after quadruple bypass. And John's take is like, who could care about this? I do. I'm interested.
Yeah, John has told us about his hemorrhoids.
He had an
John
emergency
tells us about
episode
everything.
when he fixed his turlet.
Right, yes.
And you're all men of, roughly the same age. Maybe you want to learn something from somebody from the same place you are having a health issue. It was so funny to see. He didn't know what Anthony was going to say, and he was frozen there.
Yeah.
And as soon as he said the heart, basically this is a post-operative follow-up session for a heart event, and he was frozen, and he had the opportunity to change course. He had the opportunity to say, we wish him well, but let's go. No, and instead he just doubled down because he doesn't know how to change.
Right. He had no course correction ever happening on the Stuttering John program. And Clay can't help him. Clay tries to. Hey, John, let's not put up the free chat because it's making you look bad. Nope. We're going to leave it up here. I don't care how bad I look.
This is just
probably a good idea.
This is stunning fucking broadcasting.
And that was Monday.
John tells us about the Yankees game from the night before every fucking episode. All of us can watch the Yankees game if we choose to do so. And we'll already know about that. Anthony having a follow-up appointment is something I can only hear about from Anthony. Do you see the difference?
A delivery to John's house causes the show to stop midstream, and it's something we have to listen to in its entirety.
Groundbreaking stuff.
I wasn't going to be able to do the show anyway, and it wasn't just for the Skanks. Then I figured, I'm there, let me do the Skanks. So, all the wood knocking, everything's A-okay. That's always good to hear,
Kind of.
Oh, get to the fucking point, Poke.
Did he find time to go on the Sandusky network, I wonder?
So, John's angle that this isn't compelling enough for him, it's very reminiscent of, I was listening to Nobody Likes Onions yesterday. Patrick was playing Chad Zumach, calling out Chrissy Mayer's Content Hotel. And so I'm listening to this through Patrick, but Chad's going, oh my gosh, these guys are desperate to sell tickets. They're all out promoting this event right now. It's like, Chad, you've never done a successful event in your life. You've tried and you've failed miserably. Like, coming from you, this is not the right angle. You're not finding the right angle for who you are. Like, John calling someone boring with their content is not the right play for him. He shows up unaware. He shows up completely unprepared to every single episode and doesn't know what to talk about, and pulls up a website and scrolls through Reddit and shit. It's such boring content that even a guy like me, who makes a living pulling clips, I get bored watching it. I'm his target audience, this fucking guy. It's key demo. What were we going to say, Adam?
Oh, he says that Howard Stern pulled him aside personally and told him, talk about your life. Just be honest about your life. That's what people want to hear about. So Anthony's like, I came back from a heart procedure and I spoke to a nurse. Boring! Like, what are you doing?
You're right, because John has even said that when people call him boring, he's just like, I'm just like Howard Stern. I'm just telling you what I'm doing, what I'm up to.
Except I'm completely lying about everything.
Yep. And Howard never pulled him aside to tell him that. It's something Howard said on the air about himself when people would ask him.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. In fact, Howard would tell John, no, I don't think your life is interesting.
Yeah, no, you don't talk about your life. You talk about my life.
My life is what's interesting. Here's the photo of Anthony at the...
Seething. Look at him seething.
Yeah, I'm very upset. Yes. We're all very upset about the way that John makes fun of us, as you can tell. All right. This is more watching Anthony. Let's see if he comes up with some more zingers for him.
Some alcohol.
Yes,
Oh, giggle. Oh, the giggle. What are you laughing at? Tell us
Sorry,
what's
red wine.
Let us in on the joke, Pocky.
Little wine on a Thursday. My Friday.
Very refined.
Now,
You didn't raise the pinky.
Come on now. Now, what kind of sip is this? Please tell me what this is. Take a fucking beverage.
All right. So Anthony's drinking a glass of red wine. John has a Diet Mountain Dew. And John's going, this is how you should drink your drink. He's retarded. Even Clay can't get down with this.
Holy shit.
It's wine, though, isn't it? You can't chug wine. To be fair, let's be fair.
At least take a fucking normal sip.
That is a normal sip of red wine. That's how people drink red wine, John. You wouldn't know. You're not eating at restaurants that serve red wine, but believe me.
Slug.
Thursdays are my Friday.
He's a refined gentleman.
I'm going to be really pissed next week. Oh, I heard him. Oh, I hear you. We have the content house. There's so much shit going on for this weekend.
Exactly. So, okay, so all this,
Get to the John shit. Come on, the John
I'm
tent.
just trying it to me. It doesn't happen until like the end.
All right, this feels almost a little to know, but our windows.
So
were
now
almost
you're
old
back. You're going to
and just
upgrade
desperately
shit.
need
Someone's
to be
not paying for
replaced.
premium.
Well, you're gonna
$12
get
bucks
rid
a
of-
month, John. Can't afford it.
Fuck sure here.
Hold on.
Chrissy Maher.
Here we go.
Really fun
Preparation.
people going to this. And Gino.
Okay.
Baldessano's going, and I think
I don't care.
And come back Saturday.
I don't care.
From
You could have done this before the show started.
What's he gonna do?
John's trying to scrub through to find the part where Anthony talks about him. And Clay, yeah. Why are you doing this during the show, man? This is not good.
Oh, no, but John, at some point he talks about how he left his car somewhere and he had to go get it. So I'm sure it's riveting.
Right. That's important stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Pocky, what's next? Are you gonna tell us? What? Please tell us. What are you gonna tell us? When you're gonna go to fucking get your fucking liver checked? You fucking loser!
Whoa. It took him that long to come up with an example. And his example was get his liver checked. What's John thinking about right now? Or what are doctors telling him? That's where his mind goes. Get your liver checked. You can say blood work?
Yeah, anything.
Get your liver. Check my liver, doc.
This is going to happen a couple more times in this episode where he says accidentally the correct thing.
Yeah.
Okay, it's prostate.
What I love about this is John's attempt at doing what we do and just displaying it's not as easy as it looks. It's not as easy as it looks. Like you can't just like watch anything from anyone, pause it and come up with witty things to say or interesting insights or jokes. Anthony's just doing a show. We're all familiar with it.
You can't do it if you're personally hurt by the person you're watching. He can't even stomach. Anthony can't get a sentence out before he just starts screaming because he's so afraid he's going to hear something that lands, and he cannot take that.
Right.
Check, you mean?
It's happening. It's a charity event. They do it every year.
I don't get on with it.
Holds a very
You're
high
the one
position
pausing it.
in this country.
So stupid.
That's all I'm going to say. And I was told not to miss this.
Do you get prostate exams, John?
Boss. So.
Do you get prostate exams, John? Shh. That's funny.
What, this is
Then I gotta come
bullshit.
back.
Yes, only when I get my colonoscopy. Hold on, I love watching him take his little dainty sip.
Only when I get my colonoscopy. Huh? What's he talking about?
He doesn't know.
While you're in there.
Oh, you know what? Yeah.
What an idiot.
You learn from a certain person. Me. Just do it.
I love that John can't say my name. He can't say Lady K. He can't say Carla. He can't say Carl. He can. He certainly can. He's just so afraid of this lawsuit. He's such a fucking idiot that he has to allude to me by saying, just do it. We know what you're talking about.
Another 2.5 hour drive back on Saturday. Then there's no flights.
Oh, Jesus. Get the fuck on. Get to the Duke.
We're even close to Villaroma. So I got to fly into LaGuardia. So I got to go drive back to LaGuardia.
Who gives a fuck?
You're watching it. Skip it.
Thank you, Clay. Thank you. You're the one who chose to curate this content for your show. Who gives a fuck is the lowest possible thing you could criticize. When I play John clips, when I play SteelToe, I'm very interested in it, which is why we turn it into compelling content, because I'm fascinated by these people. If I played SteelToe talking about what he watched on Netflix on Sunday, I went, who cares? Why would you even bring this up? Who's watching me watch that? All I'm doing is telling people that what I'm doing is a waste of everyone's time, which is what John is doing right now.
I'm going to be like 10 hours on the road.
Oh, a multi-millionaire. Are we supposed to feel bad for the multi-millionaire who's got to be on the road for 10 fucking hours? Are we supposed to feel bad for that? Hey, Pucky, I drove from California to New York. Then I drove from New York to Florida. What? Did you hear me wanking? Did you hear me whining? No, you
What was that?
heard me probably giving you the most entertaining content this Dabbleverse has ever seen.
With the cats.
Fit the fucking cats. Shitting and meowing the whole time.
Yeah, it's nothing to brag about.
You're mad.
Yeah, meowing's not the problem, John. The meowing is not the problem. Can you believe these cats are both shitting and meowing? Shitting, you say? Yeah, over my car. Oh, that's a problem.
It's so funny how politically divided these three people are.
Yeah.
And if you were to like ask a bunch of those kids that went to the Bill Maher show, just sat them in front of this and said, okay, who's the good guy and who's the bad guy?
Yes, it's very obvious.
I don't think the bad guy's the guy calmly explaining his day and doctor's appointment.
Very, very angry. But I'll be doing this show and everyone else's show. I'll put it out there. You're going to see more of me and my nonsense next week than you would if I did my hour and a half here on Wednesday and Thursday.
Snooze fest.
Instead. So don't get too...
He thinks he's like he really thinks he's a real broadcaster. It's amazing.
Again, John picks every wrong angle. He just said, this fucking guy is a multimillionaire and he's complaining about a 10-hour drive. Why is Anthony a multimillionaire? Because he's a professional broadcaster. He made all of his money from broadcasting. And then, 22 seconds later, John goes, this guy really think he's a real broadcaster? Yeah, you just said he's a multimillionaire. Seems like he's pretty good at it. Seems like he'd be in the top 1% of broadcasters if that's the case. You know, all the facts that we just laid out.
You could also start with which one of you two has a microphone? It would be only one of you. So I think
Yes.
that's the broadcaster.
He's the one on a set. He doesn't have a green screen behind him. He built a set for himself, and he's broadcasting.
Yeah.
And of course, he is paid by the radio station that he works for. We'll get into that. But John, though, for some reason, has decided that he's going to bring in some really funny broadcaster jokes. I don't know who wrote these for him, but he's very proud of himself.
Clay, he's coming up to me now. Hold on.
John's
Okay.
back.
Okay.
Took like an 8-month, I think he said, vacation.
Hiatus.
Came back, he's like,
Clay, god damn it.
It was one word.
Just shut the fuck up.
Okay, go.
This is insane. Because John finally, after all this time scrubbing through and trying to find the spot, because he can't fucking write a note down for himself, finally finds a part where Anthony brings up John, of course, at the end of the video, which is great. And Clay just says one word. He's like, God, we're finally talking about me. Don't you realize how compelling this is now? It was boring, and now it's really compelling because he's talking about me. What a fucking narcissist this asshole is.
John's back. He took like an 8-month, I think he said, vacation. And he came back and was like, I'm going to do a political show. And then he did a political show. It was the most boring thing you'd ever want.
The most boring thing. Okay, we do a show addressing real issues, not a POC news show like you do. And I mean, this guy, who does this guy think he is?
He thinks he's Anthony Cumia from the Opie and Anthony show in Compound Media. Who do you think you are, retard? It's insane.
He's also been screaming at the top of his lungs, boring,
Right.
and snoring. And the second this guy says, John's a little boring, he's just apoplectic out of his mind. How dare you even insinuate that?
Right.
Peter File Jennings?
Funny. Just these stock.
Okay, that's the first joke.
What was it? Peter
File Jennings.
Oh.
Yeah, he did. Someone wrote that one for him. But
wow.
Let's see what else he's got.
Liberal bullshit thing.
Oh, okay. As opposed to your stock Proud Boy bullshit?
Boom.
Right wing.
Tariffs. You don't even know what that is.
Oh, really? Okay, Pucky. Okay, Pucky.
Here we go.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, you fucking loser. And you're in my chat you watch every fucking show.
And then, he's like, I'm not playing clips. I'm not talking about the Dabbleverse.
Yeah, like I stutter that much. Nice try, Pucky.
I think he's just calling you a moron, John, if I can interpret this for you.
Jesus.
Swing and miss.
Unbelievable. This guy. Fucking. It's unbelievable.
Can you believe this guy thinks I'm a doofus? Clay Dabbler? Clay's like, yeah, everyone does. I think that's kind of the theme of the Dabbleverse. Everyone
says
thinks you're a doofus. Everyone thinks you're retarded, John. Yes, of course I think that Anthony would also think that. Why wouldn't he?
Did you notice
Bill
how
O.C.
he never explained what a tariff was? He just went, yeah, I don't know, and then never.
As if I don't know what a tariff is. I'll tariff you.
And he also, you notice he starts talking about how Anthony's in his chat all the time. It's always Anthony in his chat. Let's see where that goes.
Okay.
It's unbelievable. Bill O.C. Kylie.
2 days later.
Whoa. Did you pick up on that one?
Yeah.
That's a stretch. That is a stretch. All right. It probably looks better on paper, right? The Bill O'Reilly pun that he just came up with.
No, I just wrote it down. It looks fucking stupid.
Okay, yeah.
Pocky and Pinky, and you are you. He's just drunk, yelling at the camera again.
I'm drunk yelling at the camera. What, on a Diet Mountain Dew?
It's awesome.
Nailed him.
So anyway, I'm not really a Dabbleverse show, but when funny things happen, I gotta.
He's a fan.
This guy thinks that is fucking. That is fucking.
Okay, what just happened? I gotta back this up. Because John doesn't pay for YouTube Premium, an ad pops up while John and Claire are trying to make their point. That's about farting, I guess.
Probably gut health.
I've never.
Thinks that is fucking content.
I've never seen this ad before.
This guy thinks that is fucking
7-second poop releasing method is the ad that we're seeing here. Yes, healthy gut support.
Thinks that is fucking content. I mean,
That's brilliant.
that's the funniest part.
And John finds no humor in that.
Right.
Isn't that amazing? Like, John's just got the tunnel vision. No, we're going after Pocky. That's all we're doing. He can't just be like, oh, that's funny. I didn't know that was going to come up.
I think he sees it, but he thinks if he doesn't admit it, he won't have to own up to it. I think it's worth noting that these are personalized ads. That's why we haven't ever seen that ad, and we're on YouTube all the time. I've never seen it. That was just for you, John.
I don't know anything about digital marketing, but I think that's true. I think that is true.
Like, that was brilliant. I mean, he thinks he's like a real newscaster. He's like a regular Jen Pocky.
So he set himself up for another joke. Jen Pocky.
What's that? Jen Pataki?
Well, isn't Jen Psaki MSNBC contributor?
Oh, maybe.
She was the spokesperson for what's his nuts. But anyway, these are Clay Dabbler. Not only is younger than John, but also lives in England. So all of this is going over. He doesn't know who fucking Peter Jennings is. He doesn't know who Bill O'Reilly. Why would you know who any of these fucking people are?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, John's so proud of himself. Let me back that up a little bit. After his Jen Pocky joke.
Is John giggling?
He's like a regular Jen Pocky.
Wait a second. Wasn't he just criticizing Anthony for laughing while he was talking? I could have sworn just a few moments ago we were watching John.
That was a long time ago.
Call out Anthony.
Who can remember?
And yet, look at John. He's having so much fun with his and not even off the cuff. Like, oh my gosh, I caught myself with that.
That was in the chamber.
Yeah, like this is all written down. This is all prepared, and yet he's cracking himself up over it.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Sorry. Oh.
Can't control himself. He's probably got another one ready to go.
So
I couldn't do Chuck Pock Scarborough or something.
Oh, no.
Okay, he lost me with that one. Chuck Pock Scarborough?
Yeah, he's workshopping it.
Okay.
Started too much. What is that? So are you going to invest in
Kyle Jennings or?
Yeah, you already said that one. Oh, now he's cracking up over it. God, it's very rare that I repeat a joke and laugh harder the second time. It's odd behavior.
Exactly. Are you going to invest in YouTube Premium now?
Yes, that's the question.
That's why I can't figure out Clay.
Clay, look at that look too. That's perfect. All right, so now that you've embarrassed yourself, you're going to invest in that YouTube Premium, you idiot. Let's hear what John's answer is.
I'm sorry, or Bill O.C. Kiley?
Oh.
Yeah, no, you said that one.
Oh. Double entendres.
What do we got going on here, John? Some double entendres? Is that what we're doing?
Clay's killing it. I think he's killing it.
He is killing it.
Very low key, very British, very understated, very mumbly. But if you pick up what he's saying, it's almost consistently exactly what John doesn't want to hear.
Yeah, you're right. And I think Clay has been abused long enough. You know, he's one of these battered women who are just like, fuck this guy. I'm not putting up with this shit anymore. So good for you, Clay. Keep it up. What's the next clip we have on here? Adam, you got your notes?
Yeah, what's really great is Blind Mike comes in. And it was interesting because there was a fake Blind Mike earlier in the episode, but then the real Blind Mike comes in now and really hits it out of the park.
Blind Mike 140.
Good day, sir.
Thanks for the $5. How much to see what you look like without the filter? What filter? Here. Camera, visual effects. What filter? Is this a filter? All right. Did anything change, Clay?
It's just a natural smudge on John's camera, or maybe I don't know. Just saying that. No, nothing's changed. No.
I just turned it off and turned it on twice.
That's weird because you started that by saying what filter?
Yep.
And then you immediately found it. Were able to toggle it on and off. Huh. That's odd.
And if you watch, he's just doing it really quickly. You see his face go from wrinkly to smooth, wrinkly to smooth. He just will only do it for a second and then makes Clay vouch for him.
Oh, so the filter was on and he was turning it off and then back on.
But if I lie fast enough, it doesn't count.
It's hilarious.
You did it.
Still the same.
See, now I took it off.
Yep.
Now I jacked it up, took it off, and I jacked it up.
This is a weird angle. Again, John always picks the wrong angle. So he's been doing cameos again recently. And gosh darn it, that front-facing camera on his iPhone is 1080p. So we're seeing all of it. And there's no filter on Cameo. So we know exactly what's doing. We see the hair growing out the top of his nose. Like everything that's happening here, we're checking it out. So then he goes on this show and he goes, I'm obviously not using a filter.
Clay is half your age, and he has normal lines on his face.
Like a normal adult man, yeah.
And you look like a smooth, rotten potato.
You see a little bit. You see a little bit when you took it off.
Yeah.
Face it, dickhead. I'm just a beautiful man.
Handsome devil.
See, that's with it off, and that's with it on. Off, on, off,
Oh, yeah.
on.
You see that wrinkle underneath his eye. Yeah, there is a difference, isn't there? And you know what he's probably doing? I would... Because I've used StreamYard long enough, I think I know this. I bet he's just toggling one motion down and then one back up. He's not even turning it on and off.
Yeah.
So he's got the filter cranked because you can go different levels. He's got the filter cranked. So he's going 100%, 80%, 100%, 80%, not 40% zero. You know what I mean?
And he's also doing it for like 1 second, so it doesn't have time to really like settle and apply.
Thank you, Mr.
Oh, yeah. You can see a couple more wrinkles when you put it on. Not much.
What the fuck do I give a shit?
Oh, now you don't give a shit.
But anyway,
The team.
Blind Mike, at least send me 20. That'd be nice. I should have fucking said I'll do it for 20. Why the... Damn it!
Hindsight.
Damn!
Let's be on that grift.
Penis Wrinkle, you're back!
Ah, yes, Penis Wrinkle. Welcome back, buddy. Good to see him in the chat. All right. One more clip. Adam calls this one Blind Mike again for the win.
And then, and then he became friends with all the people that like to hate on me. Blind Mike 143, thanks for the fiber. Never heard Ant say he was the best broadcaster, but does have a job in radio still, while you're getting paid to show what's in your fridge. Listen to me. Come here. Come here, Blind Mike.
This is him buying time. How is he going to respond to this? He just said that, yeah, Anthony's not bragging about being the best, but he's definitely a professional broadcaster, unlike you. And so now John's trying to buy time to like come up with his response. And I bet he's going to come up with a good one. They're all going to be like, yeah, good point. All right.
Thank you.
You just hit a blind man.
If you think, will you stop with your fucking fidgeting?
Wrestling.
Clay's my hero.
Oh my
If
gosh.
you think that doing 2
You
hours...
just hit a blind man. It's a great line. And John's upset that he's fidgeting. Yeah. That's what the problem was with that? Not that he just totally crushed you with it?
Thank you.
You just hit a blind man.
If you think, will you stop with your fucking fidgeting?
Wrestling.
And funny jokes?
If you think that doing 2 hours on a Sunday night on AM radio is a job in radio, then you're hopeless. Thank you.
That's retarded.
Yeah, it's the worst comeback possible. Yeah. It's 3 hours.
If you think having a job in radio
means you have a job in radio. It's 3 hours. It's syndicated into many, many markets.
And John, you would do anything for that money or exposure.
Shit. Oh, yeah. The amount of money that Anthony's making doing that. John won't accumulate that much money, the amount that Anthony makes in 1 year for the rest of his life.
When we were playing...
Not an exaggeration, for real.
When we were playing Is It Gay earlier, Aaron Imholte described two men falling in love as not gay. Mm-hmm. And this guy described a paid job in broadcasting as not a job in broadcasting. We can hear what you're saying, John. It's out loud. It's not your internal thoughts.
These people are lost. They've lost the plot. They're losing in life, and they haven't figured out they've got nothing. It's like you're playing the wrong game. You're not good at this. Stop it. You're getting beat at every front. All right, I have Anthony's response to all of this, which is fantastic. Yay. But before we get into that, I want to talk about the people who are supporting the show on supertip.gg/WATP. Much appreciated. Stewie Felt coming in. John is a drunk goldfish.
Yeah.
Carl's Frosted Tips.
What does he have that I don't? Pocky has a little radio show now. I have a political podcast with tens of listeners. I have a cigarette for a co-host. Also, I got Tiki Barber for my running back.
What does Cumia have that I don't? Also, does he need a co-host? Wawa cards, Camel Cash, Marlboro Miles, Hilton Rewards, Dunkin' gift cards. You know what? Maybe we don't deserve it.
Well played. That's good. Stewie Felt again. John thinks everyone could chug liquid like him. Everyone should chug liquid like him.
Yeah, like a man.
That was a weird angle to be like, that's how he drinks red wine, by sipping it? Yeah.
Yeah, Shuley pointed out a couple PDPs ago, he thinks drinking is manly.
Oh, yeah.
And he will never let go of
the
that.
The more you drink, the cooler you are.
Yeah, even if it is a Diet Mountain Dew.
Right. Especially if it's a Diet Mountain Dew. Name taken.
Nothing's cooler than pissing your pants.
Name taken coming in.
I love AI. By AI, I mean alcohol intoxication. Skull. Now, please donate a $5 so I can buy another 6-pack. Life ain't easy being a fat, ugly, talentless loser whose kids hate him.
If John went on his show and talked like that, he'd make so much money. If he just was honest about where he's at in life, his alcoholism, his relationship with his children. If he's just like, you know what, guys, pretending the whole thing is going on. I'm the Duke of the Dabbleverse and more successful than everyone. You shouldn't make fun of me. Obviously, it's not working. Let me just be honest with you. It would be it might break the Dabbleverse. I think it would break the Dabbleverse.
It would end it. It's the magic spell that makes this all go away. Aaron gets to say, I'm a cuck. I like this lifestyle. It all just goes away, but they never will.
It's, click your heels 3 times and say there's no place like home. It's like, why didn't you tell me that back at the fucking where I landed? Like, you wouldn't have believed me then. We're at that point. John, you didn't believe us then. It's time to believe. Click your fucking heels, you idiot. All right, Anonymous coming in. I'm sorry, I just made a reference from 1939. I know I made fun of John.
That's a new record.
I know I made fun of John for making old references.
The Wizard of Oz is playing at the Sphere in Vegas, so it's current again. It's coming back.
Sick.
It looks amazing.
Sick.
How come that racist Cumia gets a part-time 6-figure radio gig? I should get that gig. After all, I drink alcohol like a real man with my pinky up.
Pinky. Stewie Felt says, on first flush, young people would think Stuttering John and Clay are boorish right-wingers, especially since Clay is showcasing the Union Jack. Yeah, it'd be hard to understand what's going on, especially because John is not a liberal Democrat. He likes to call guys gay and effeminate. That's his biggest insult for people.
He thinks men drink one way and women drink another way.
Right. He's the opposite of what he's pretending to be. Mike Boudet is killing it today. Thank you, Mike.
I'd like to teach the world to say
in perfect harmony.
I'd like to buy the world some Coke.
And keep her company. Hey, boy, bats.
That's the real thing, doggy.
Beautiful. Thank you, Mike. Tony Maloney, fun show, guys. Have a blast this weekend. We will. Hey, there's Chris Baldessano. I'm dying to see the alien inside John's body that's actually controlling his moronic brain like Men in Black. If that happens on the show, that might also break the Dabbleverse.
Yeah.
Soccer Night in Detroit. StutJo has room to talk about drink choices. Skull, I know. This guy, we saw his fridge. He's got Busch Light by the 12-pack. Zach Hoffman, $5. It's great when little boy John pokes an alpha male comic like Ant and goes on to eviscerate John every time. My favorite John Rake, he cannonballs on. Yes, we'll be watching that in just a moment. Anthony's response. Amazing Shake. My fantasy team only got a B. I guess Melendez is the mentalist. One is the mentalist, wins again. Yeah, John got an A+. Talked about that with Drew yesterday. I can't get enough of talking about John talking about fantasy football.
He was told he was a rock and roller, so it's a big deal.
Yes, it's been pointed out I've been talking about it too much, but I find it hilarious. Dusktois, $5. SJ is the Slows Tasmanian Devil. Same body, same language. He just walks in circles. That's a pretty good insight.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Ghost Crusaders TV. I have to stop impersonating your friends, Carl.
It's fun. You can keep doing it. You're good at it.
Please, never stop. Rocco Orby, 2002. Cumia makes more than enough in radio to pay for YouTube Premium. Good point. And that's his side gig. He owns a company, too. Clyde Lourdes. I can't understand how being famous could make someone so just plain stupid, but I enjoy y'all making my ass laugh every time. Keep it up, boys. Love it. I don't think being famous is John's problem.
Yeah.
I think he was broken long before that.
The problem is when you believe the good reviews, you're not prepared for the bad ones. So your life gets shattered. And you see that with people like Karmic and people that enter the Dabbleverse. They can only accept it when things are going well. You don't put stock in any of it, and you develop your own kind of personality and opinion on things.
Well said. This is why we have Adam on the show. For
These are the jokes, people. This is all I got.
These are the insights that we need. All right, let's see what Anthony's response is to... Oh, I lost my screen. Of course I did. Let's see what Anthony's response is to Stuttering John annihilating him by saying that he's boring and he isn't a real broadcaster. I'm sure Anthony's probably going to be like, all right, Here's the white
I quit.
flag.
That's it.
Here's the white flag. You win. I'm done. I'm out.
Or he's gonna be screaming at the top of his lungs.
I just gotta talk about stupid Stuttering John for a second. I guess he came back, right? He was doing some shows because he.
I should point out, by the way, if you don't know about this, Compound Media on YouTube, 177,000 subscribers. Anthony's doing more of putting some of the paywalled stuff up on his YouTube channel for you to check out. So definitely give a sub over there. And thank you, Anthony, for sharing this stuff. We appreciate it.
He took 8 months off because everyone was just ragging him so hard. He decided to file a lawsuit against Shuli over at Uncle Rico and Carl over at Who Are These Podcasts for $600,000.
Yep.
The guy is such an idiot. Another frivolous lawsuit that will be thrown out. I mean, it would be fun to watch a trial, a judge, discovery, all the things that go with a trial. It would be fun to watch that, have to go on and see John in a courtroom. It would be hilarious. But I assure you, this will never get to that point. A judge will look at the complaint that was filed by John and his, I don't even want to call him a lawyer. He's got some guy that was up on charges, hit and run, whatever it was. I don't know. But any judge, and whatever judge they get, is going to look at this and be like, you're kidding me, right? This idiot does a podcast and people goof on it, and he thinks that's actionable. This idiot is a public figure. All he does is talk about what an amazing public figure he's been over the course of the years. And as we all know,
I believe, I'm not commenting on the paperwork in this particular lawsuit, but I believe in the SiriusXM lawsuit where he sued for right of publicity, John claimed to have tens of millions of fans.
I do recall that.
So, yes, he's certainly a public figure by definition, by his own definition. I don't have to explain this. I can just look at the lawsuit that was filed. There it is.
A public figure has a much harder time getting a case together when they feel they've been wronged, either
Anthony would know this, by the way.
Slander, libel. There's a much more stringent criteria put on a public figure. You have to really fit into certain categories and what you did and what your intent was in order for a celebrity to file a legitimate complaint against you for slander, libel. Also, the lawsuit, I think it deals with using his name and image to sell tickets or to sell a promotion for live events that Who Are These Podcasts and Uncle Rico have done. I went to a couple of these. They're great.
They're a lot of fun. You should come to the live shows. We have a blast. WTPlive.com. Come see us September 5th, this Friday night, Villa Roma Resort.
Had so much fun. But John's saying that they used his voice and image to promote these shows that were about him. It's totally not in the same category as people that, you put up a sign and say, the home, come on in, buy a drink, the home of John Melendez. John Melendez appearing tonight. Any of those promotions like that, of course, it's not going to be there. Hi, this is Anthony.
Yeah, what he's describing is right of publicity, and he's right about that. That would be a violation of right of publicity. And I'll just say during this promo and during this video, check out Compound Censored. Go sign up. and watch Anthony's show and see Gavin McGinnis. If you use YouTube at compoundmedia.com, get 20% off. Go do that.
Or saying we're going to do a comedy show and we're going to play clips of this guy's show and we're going to goof on him and think that's actionable is batshit insane. The other part of it is the phone calls that Kate Meany recorded and gave or posted or gave, texted, direct messaged to people on Shuli's show and people on Who Are These Podcasts. And that was fair game. You want to sue someone, sue Kate Meany.
Don't sue Kate Meany. She's going to fuck you someday, John. She's totally going to fuck you. Don't sue her. That'd be bad.
She recorded you, you know? And that would be ridiculous too. What you were saying on the tapes. So embarrassing. So fucking embarrassing. But, you know, you want that in Discovery, feel free.
Yeah, I know. I don't think John knows what he wants. He's a dog chasing after cars. If you ever caught one, he wouldn't know what to do with it. If he ever had anything going on, he wouldn't know what to do. All right, I'm going to scrub ahead a little bit. So this is Anthony talking about how, like, why did John come back? He was supposed to be done. August 31st was his last show. And he comes back and goes after me.
So he was supposed to be done. I think the day before yesterday, Sunday, I think it was, whatever. He goes, yeah, my last show. And that was going to be it. But he came back today. I think he's using me as an excuse. You know, I had to come back and goof on Pocky. Truth of the matter is, he made a few dollars. Mm-hmm. People give him $2 to look at him. Look at this fucking disaster area. Yeah, I was just talking to my cop friend. Do you know him? What?
They're showing the body cam footage when John got pulled over, and he was so stupid, pretending to be talking on the phone. Do you know my cop friend? Sir, license and registration, please.
I'm sorry I woke you up, sir.
Yeah, he looks like a troll doll.
Yeah.
License, registration, and proof of fucking being a human. You douchebag. Yeah. So he came back. The excuse was, you know, he wanted to lambaste me a bit. But truth of the matter is, he got a little used to people sending him a couple of bucks. Mm-hmm. Most people send him $2 to rag on him, to make fun of him, make fun of his kids, make fun of the fact, you know, he's a deadbeat dad. He's an absentee father.
Right. Yep.
Everyone that has ever worked with this guy can't stand him. And, you know, he came back because the money, a couple of dollars here and there. He's broke.
Yes.
I mean, we all know it. It's obvious.
Yeah, we saw the inside of his fridge. That's not how a person who's living well has their fridge stocked. There's nothing to eat.
You don't get the rock and roll lifestyle, Carl.
There's nothing to eat in the fridge.
Would a broke man have Ensure?
Yes.
Oh.
He's broke. He's very bitter. He's a nasty person. He's just not a nice guy. And that's why you don't have friends. He doesn't have any friends. He constantly bitches about loyalty. And, you know, there's you don't just get loyalty. It's earned. It's mutual. And
no, it's the Dabbleverse's fault. I've watched a lot of John's shows. It's because of the Dabbleverse that everyone turns on him. Anthony, it has nothing to do with what John does. All right, so according to Anthony, let me just get this straight. My personal actions affect how people respond to me? That can't be true. That can't be it.
You're actually responsible for your own reputation. And if it's not one you like, it's up to you to change it. You're never going to believe it.
What? Holy shit! Okay, I mean, write that down, producer Chris. I didn't realize that's what was going on.
And it's so funny that this Dabbleverse that is the thorn in his side that John hates so much is calmly and soberly and slowly telling him the advice he needs to turn his life around. Your enemy is doing that for you out of sheer courtesy.
Well, it's two things. Maybe it's courtesy, but I think the other thing too is that we love that we can explain very clearly to John what he needs to do to fix himself. I've explained it multiple times on this show. And John's response is always, fuck you.
Yeah.
You don't know. You guys suck. I'm the best. I'm the Duke. You're all jealous. It's like, does not want to learn that lesson. He never will. Which is what makes it so fun to teach him that lesson.
Yes, because there's no better roast than just being the winning team going over to the losing team and going, you know what you should have done to beat us? You should have.
Yeah, you probably should have scored more runs, huh? Probably
put that in your playbook.
Yeah. Remember when you had the bases loaded and you left them all on the base? Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, but your uniform sucks.
That would be the response.
Yeah, and they're both wearing black.
I don't like that. I don't like that color scheme. So then Anthony remembers a time when John was over at his house to play some poker.
Years ago for poker games, and I saw him grubbing money off of Mike, the guy that drove him to the house.
Mm-hmm.
He had someone pick him up from his house, drive him to my house to play poker, and then grubbed money off the guy.
That's insane.
Mike, by the way, now a great friend of mine. I will see Mike this week.
This is that loyalty thing that John's always talking about. Mike wasn't supposed to be friends with Anthony. John even told Mike not to be friends with Anthony after Mike drove him to Ann's house. These guys are just not loyal. No loyalty going on. In or out of the Dabbleverse.
And Mikey Cuffs are making the trip up to Villa Roma to join us, Chrissy Maher and company, for the Content House.
Nice.
This week. So that piece of shit, disloyal friend, Mike, he had to pick John up and drive him to my house and then pull money that I know, well, he's told me he never saw that money again.
Of course not.
Pull it out of his pocket so John could be dead money at our poker table.
That's funny, dead money. Does John know what the word borrow even means? There's no way. Use it in a sentence.
It's not his fault that everyone betrays him and then he can't pay them back.
That's true. That's a good point.
Inappropriate comments to my girl. Inappropriate comments just in the room around people. You know, we're a bunch of fun guys. We goof on shit. We have a dark and irreverent sense of humor. But you know when the guy blurts shit out and you're just like, oh, God, that's John. He doesn't know how to act like a person. He's got to act like he wants people to perceive that he's a fun character of a guy, but he's not. So when he's in the room with a bunch of people, he turns out to be the joke in the room. And you'd think someone like that would be, I don't know, a little humble.
Mm-hmm.
You count your words a little bit. Let me feel the room. See what people are talking about, and then maybe inject myself into a conversation. Or incapable. He's got main character syndrome.
Yes, perfectly said. And to your point, Adam, the energy that John was bringing, talking about Pocky. And can you believe how boring he is? He thinks it's a real broadcaster. He's screaming, he's yelling, trying to get everyone on his side. And Anthony's response is, this fucking loser came over to my house, had to borrow money to play poker, hit on my girlfriend. Everyone hated him. And he's got main character syndrome. He thinks that we're all living in his world. Perfectly summarized, perfectly said.
Boring.
I mean, if John had any type of attention span, he'd watch this and go, huh, there might be something to this. This successful man with all these friends and money, it might be teaching me a pretty decent lesson right now.
How about you go to somebody's house that you want to hang out with, you get kicked out, and the other buddy is friends for life. And you won't learn from that guy. I go, well, what did he do? Even selfishly, like, what did you do? Let me copy that instead of whatever this character is that Cumia is explaining. He is copying this, like, Dice character or Don Rickles, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Also, it's worth noting that, like, Billy Joel is like, I'm a piano player, right? Woody Allen's like, I'm not an intellectual. But John's like, you don't mess with this Mensa mind.
Yeah. It's always the dumbest people who don't know how dumb they are.
Yeah, Stephen Hawking's like, there's so much I don't know. John's
Right.
like, I got it.
Yes. Oh, John will tell you whether there's alien life out there. He'll tell you whether religion is real or not. Like, that's what dumb people do. Right. Dumb people have all the answers that aren't answered.
Yeah, Opie tells us where the octopus are and that, what their
Right.
relation is to outer space. He knows.
All right, so I'm going to scrub ahead. So Anthony goes on to explain that John's record deal and all his TV appearances only existed because Howard would talk about it. There's tons of better musicians and actors, but he was on the Howard Stern show, so Howard might talk about it, which would get a lot of eyeballs on things. And so he goes on to explain this is just another delusion that John has.
For this guy to think he got a record deal based on his merits as a musician is just another in the long line of delusions this guy has bouncing around that empty fucking walnut of his. It's the only reason he was signed. We'll sign John. Howard will talk about it. John will talk about it on Howard's show. And we might make a few bucks. We'll put him out there. He'll open for a couple of bands. Hopefully Howard will talk about it. That's it. I'm a guest star on Wings. You think the people at Wings didn't know that if Howard mentions, John's going to be on Wings, that people might watch Wings? As Howard said. So this guy, and he's still just as delusional.
Yes. This is the problem, that John can't go back, take some inventory, and go, did I really earn everything? I was hired because I had a stutter. I had Gene Simmons in my music video. Sting was in his music video. Did you earn these things, John, or is it because of your connection to Howard Stern?
If he didn't earn it, then why are they all still best friends, Carl?
But that's okay. So Adam, you actually bring up a good point. So John's not friends with any of these people anymore, and doesn't want anything to do with them because it was always superficial. It was never real. And Anthony goes on to talk about John bragging about NYU. I thought this was pretty interesting as well.
You talk about a diploma and a ring on your finger, but John, where are the goods? Where's one thing you did that anyone could look at and go, wow, there's a talented NYU student? You do nothing. You contribute nothing. You've never started and finished anything. You're constantly running away from this abomination you call a podcast because people chase you away from it. Then you make a few bucks, so you figure you'll hang in there until the truth that these various people and shows tell about you gets to be too much and you have to leave again.
And I love that Anthony brings up, and he brings up a couple times in the show, where he's like, John, if you're so talented, why haven't you started a project? Why haven't you seen something through? And I love our series we're doing on Patreon, Living in the Past with Stuttering John, because he's so optimistic back then, before the Dabbleverse, 2018. And he talks about, we got TV shows we're going to produce, and this radio company's interested in us, and this podcast is going to turn into this thing and that thing. And he's got all of this delusional fantasies.
Don't forget Poke the Bear.
Poke the Bear, right. He's got all these delusional, he thinks he's going to prank the president every weekend. All these delusional fantasies, and none of them come to fruition. And John can't see anything through.
He never even figured out how to take calls. Remember that? He was going to take calls, and he still can't do that.
Yeah, I'm going to get a machine so I can take calls. Meanwhile, Tukey's gone through like 5 different systems to take phone calls. He has a call screener.
On the set of Wings, they told him his feet smelled so bad they were going to pay to get this taken care of, and he didn't think to do anything about it on his next job at the Stephanie Miller Show. In fact, they complained about the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah, there he is. talk my way out of bed, will you? Grandpa Al Lewis. Do you think Long Island musician John Melendez would get the likes of Grandpa Al Lewis or the other number of celebrities that were involved in his videos if he was not Gilbert Gottfried right there? Do you think Stuttering John Melendez, local Long Islander musician, would have been able to make a phone call and get Gilbert Gottfried to be on his video?
All right, so then it's very funny. So then I love that he slams John for claiming that he's a writer. This is great.
Maybe a couple of times. And then, writer for Lena. He's not a writer. He can't write. He can barely read.
It's a very good point. It's hard to be a writer when you can't read.
And he was a great writer for 2 iconic shows. No. You danced around with jingly bells on your shoes. That's what you are. A clown to be made fun of for 3 decades. That's it. And look at where you are now. You're still the clown. In mommy's house, doing your little fuck whatever it is. You're broke. You're miserable. Your family hates you. You're a deadbeat. You have no friends.
None of these are jokes. And yet it's so funny. It's all just truth.
I gotta say, I love this quiet, articulate
Yeah.
takedown. Because once you start yelling, people stop listening.
Right.
And this is like Flanders yelling at the entire neighborhood. But for Homer, he says, Homer, you are the worst person I've ever met in my life. And Homer goes, whoa, I got off easy there.
Because he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like John, yes.
The good advice he gives John has the same tone of voice as the bad stuff, so it makes it hurt even more.
Yeah. It's great.
You have no coworkers to maybe get a project together with. What about that, NYU film school grad? Why don't you cull some of these amazing talents that you worked with at Stern and at The Tonight Show? Writers, get together, write something. Use that astounding diploma on the wall before the ink runs on it. And that ring before it turns your finger green because it's not real. And get something together and put it out there. Something that isn't goofy, wacky, bells on his shoes, pie in his face, John Melendez. Give that a whirl. Show everyone, John. Show everyone how amazing you are. Shut everyone up. Going away for a few months, coming back drunk, and fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son. Coming back drunk and still just blathering the same nonsense, you're not showing anyone. You're making everyone happy. Thank God he's back, and he's just as stupid as he ever was.
Yep.
If you took 8 months off and made some phone calls to your friends and former coworkers, people you sat and wrote amazing material with, amazing material you directed Quentin Tarantino, for God's sake.
Good point.
Why aren't you utilizing all those resources? Collaborating with these amazing people and shutting everyone the fuck up with a project that starts and finishes and is amazing. Where the fuck is it? Now who's being delusional? Me.
It's so funny. All right, let's get to the summary real quick.
I thought that was the summary.
just to summarize all of this. Oh, this is so funny.
I'm calling this cringe of the week because I'm cringing on John's
I
behalf.
know.
I am
It's so
shrinking
brutal.
in my chair listening.
Move on to other topics, but there you go. My little response to his diatribe today about me and other people and why he's still doing a show after he said he wasn't going to do it. For $2. Jingle those shoe bells. Jingle those shoe bells, fool. I got a fucking banana cream pie here and $2. Jingle the bells, fool. And I'll smash this into your face, throw the $2 at your feet. You'll smile and thank me. Ugh, what a life. What a fucking life. All right. So, if you enjoyed that clip.
Yay. Very well done, Ed. Thanks for
The problem is John is going to show up to his house for that $2. Like, he's going to take him up on that offer.
So there's $2 going on.
Also, I heard there was pie.
I got a note. Listen to this. If anyone wants to track this down for me, I got a note from John who says, I was listening to an old Artie and Anthony show, episode 132, approximately 21 minutes in. Artie says he was at Nobu with Howard, Beth, his fiancee Dana, and Sharon and Ozzy. Ozzy comes out of the bathroom and says there's a fucking ocean in the bathroom. I think John is such a liar that he heard Artie's story and just convinced himself he was in it. And then I thought, why would Howard Stern take a call screener with poor hygiene out to dinner with Ozzy and Sharon? If that clip exists, I need to see that. John has told that story so many times that it was him and Susanna. It was the 6 of them at Nobu. And I could see not wanting to bring John to Nobu.
Oh, yeah.
Or around my cool friend Ozzy Osbourne. I can see that'd be a problem. I don't know how Howard would do something like that. He's very well known and recognizable. When he sits at a restaurant, everyone's looking. So
I think for a while, John represented the demographic that Howard was trying to relate to. And I think he thought for a certain group, it made him look or appear cool to have young rockers in his group. I think he thought it helped him. And I think Suzanne was truly friends with Beth and other people and got along with them. And he thought, he's got a record deal. Yeah, come to the Ozzy thing. But I can so see him just stealing someone else's story because he tells it. People are like, John, tell us something about your life. And he tells a story about something that Ozzy did that has nothing to do with him. Yes, that he just observed or heard.
Even in his autobiography, John goes on and on about Jay Leno's childhood.
Yeah.
Multiple times. Chris and I are looking at each other like, what are we doing? We're talking about Jay Leno's childhood now? Why?
Yeah. And that was at the end of the book. It was like the book had ended, and he's like, this is kind of short.
Yeah, what else are we going to talk about?
Yeah.
So Jay's famous. You guys heard him, right? All right, we got Opie stuff. Opie's back in New York City. We got big news on Opie and Ron the Waiter. We have to Poke A Dabbler coming up and voicemails. But first, I want to thank everyone who's supporting the show. And thank you for everyone who's watching. Go ahead and hit that like button while you're here. That helps the old algorithm. Rumpled Trenchcoat, a Columbo podcast over on supertip.gg/WATP. He says, I'm working this weekend and bummed I can't make it to Content House. But have a great time and put this towards 5 minutes of your lawyer's time. Thank you very much. I wish that was 5 minutes.
Yeah, right.
That'd be great. But yes, thank you, Rumpled Trenchcoat. I wish you could be there too. It'd be amazing. Speaking of debt, did Stuttering John ever pay his Latino neighbor's kid the $25 he owed him for wrapping Christmas gifts? Talk about exploiting the marginalized. I guarantee he did not.
Nope.
Because he would have reported on that. John would have definitely told us if he had done that.
And the kids never got those Christmas gifts either.
No, that's sad. Stewie Felt's been supporting the show big time today. Another $5. Funniest part of the story, Stuttering John said there was no ocean near New York. I know. He's like, we're in Manhattan. He thinks he can hear the ocean. Which part of
Seaport,
Manhattan?
Chelsea Piers.
Tommy?
Plenty of areas.
That is funny. Rebel Trenchcoat coming back in again.
Carl, I can't imagine you would think I wouldn't want to take a guy to a classy restaurant who is known for farting and vomiting at a table in a restaurant.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Didn't Robin's boyfriend pour a bottle of wine on his lap at a dinner?
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, because he
Mr.
wouldn't
X
stop
did that?
farting. Mr. X did that and never felt bad about it, and now
That's
he's a hero.
right. That's right. I do remember that now. Name taken, $15. Red Bar said he'll pay me $1,000 if I can get another show to mention him. Oh, I forgot. It doesn't count for Dabbleverse shows. Crap. Give me back my $15. Well, YouTube takes 30%. So I can only give you back. I'm not doing the math right now. Maybe 10, I guess. It's not that hard. Genta, Stuttering Asshole said he wanted to What does this say?
Take the LSATs. Stuttering Asshole said he wanted to take the LSATs, which is so great. I'm so glad you brought that up because John looks at everyone around him and goes, I can do that. I can do that better. I should be doing that, right? The Stephanie Miller was because now he does a political show. Jay Leno, he's got to do a talk show. Howard, so now he's dealing with all these lawyers and he looks at them and he thinks, I don't even need you. I could do this myself.
I hope he does. I hope he tries to do it himself. Mr. Smeeth, remember for 6 months, says, anybody see that new Woodsy Allen interview? I like those interviews except for the nervous fella that's always in them. See what you did there? All right. Are you ready for some riveting Opie talk? His return to New York City?
He's back, baby.
Let's go. In order to get reacquainted with the Big Apple, Opie decides it's time for one of his famous walk and talks. He's going to go around New York. Now, I noticed something here, Adam, and you pulled these clips. So you tell me. Opie was bringing his phone and a camera. And what he would do is he would do the stream live with the vertical view. And then with the nice camera that he brought, he would edit the video to be the horizontal 16:9 and put that out. Is he not doing that anymore?
He's also doing an audio one. I know that, where you can just hear it. It must make a difference because one of these has 19,000 views and the other has 600, and it's the same video. And
19,000 views?
It went viral. It went crazy.
Okay.
There's no other explanation for it.
Well, then I got to find out what's going on in this video with 19,000 views. That's fucking awesome.
Whatever it is, he knows what he's doing.
Fortunate enough to live at an ocean for 3 months, and then I got to come back because it's not about me. How to get the kids back to school. So they start in a day or two, I think. Yeah.
Whatever.
He's so tuned into these children that he cares so much about. He's ruining his life for them to go to this private school. I think they start this week or something. I don't know. Someone was saying something about something.
You uprooted your whole life and you don't know the day? Okay. Then it doesn't really sound like you're with them because I imagine they'd be mentioning it once or twice.
This is interesting to me. So Opie's this old curmudgeon now who's just complaining and yelling at clouds and whatever. But he's got these kids who he's living his life for. He's miserable so that they can have their friends and go to this nice school they go to and they've been going to for a long time. If I'm these kids and I see my dad live streaming and talking about how miserable he is, and I was just doing this because these stupid brats want to go to this school that I sent him to back when I was making a lot of money, I feel like I'd feel bad about that.
Yeah.
That's not a great message to put out on the internet for potentially hundreds of thousands of strangers to hear about.
Potentially.
Or I hate him and I'm glad he's tortured.
That's also a thing that could be happening. Like, good. I don't even like this school, but I keep telling him, no way you're pulling me out of it.
Well, it's one thing when you're hosting a #1 radio show and you're explaining to your family, look, there's going to be some shrapnel. This is what I do. I'm a shock jock. There's a political environment. It's another thing when you're like, I have to do this because I can't be at home and I have nowhere to go and I can't afford to pay to go anywhere. That's the only reason he's throwing these kids under the bus because he has nothing else to talk about.
Wow. Adam, do you want to run the segments that you curated these clips for us today?
Well, as someone who's, like Opie, who's lived in New York a long time, he knows all the speakeasies, the ins and out, the things to find. And he is hitting the street and looking for action right here.
And see what's going on out here on the streets of New York. Oh, damn, that guy was rapping. All right. That's cool. I guess. We'll try to find some stuff too.
Great.
That sounds great. Yeah.
let's get on that because a guy rapping to himself on the street is pretty common, actually.
You're watching stuff with Opie.
Yeah. And even he's not interested in it. He's like, I guess. I don't know.
There's a restaurant over near where my wife's salon is. And they have this video that's up on behind the bar that's just people going through like towns of Italy.
Oh yeah.
And it's fascinating. There's no audio. You're just watching someone walk through different markets and whatever's going on downtown. And they capture really interesting, compelling things that you're glued to. You're sitting there eating your food, just like, oh, that's interesting. Like, that's a whole culture that I'm not familiar with. Opie's in Manhattan, New York City, walking around, and there's nothing happening. There's a guy mumbling to himself.
And he sounds like a tourist who's never been there.
I drive by the bus station in Rochester, and I hear this every fucking time. This is not impressive. Like, wow, there's a guy rapping? Cool.
You're in the Big Apple, I guess. Anything could happen.
Yeah, right. Pretty cool.
This next one's great because Opie manages to ask a homeless person pretty much the worst question you could ever ask them.
Uh-oh.
You good? Is this all your stuff? At the moment? All right, you seem very, very happy, brother. I've been out of the city for 3 months. This is my first day back. So I'm walking the neighborhood. Keep exercising, all right?
That's key.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Take care.
All right.
What didn't he do?
Holy shit. Opie sees a homeless guy with a pile of his stuff there. Is this all your stuff? Yeah, because you're homeless. That's why that's all your stuff right there on the street. I was just in my house in the Hamptons on the beach. All right, see you around. Fuck. What a cunt.
Yeah,
what an absolute shithead.
It's a horrible person. He leaves everyone worse off for
Yes.
the interaction that they had with him. The guy's smiling and happy, made him feel bad about that, condescended, didn't give him money, walked away. Is this all your stuff? What do you think, Opie?
And the guy was like fat. So he's like, well, you got to keep exercising. So he even called him fat too. Like he got every dig that he could with this guy.
Yeah, but he thinks he's being relatable. That's what's amazing.
Oh, yeah. He
This
doesn't
is
see
Meghan Markle.
He doesn't see this as a cake stomping
Oh,
incident.
no.
He sees this as, hey, look, I'm talking to the people right now. Yeah, you're insulting.
I'm in the trenches.
Yeah. Would you give him a 20 there, Opie?
Yeah.
He's providing content for your stream. 19,000 viewers. Throw him a 20.
And he thinks it really is kind of like low-key underscored with racism and classism because he just thinks he's better than everyone. Like that guy rapping's a stereotype. The happy homeless guy is a stereotype. Everything is just, fodder for him to mock because he's so great. The assumption that anyone watching would instinctually be on his side is really misguided.
Adam finds a lot of villains in the Dabbleverse.
I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with it.
I know.
That's my favorite part. In this next bit, he tries to explain how time he's spending with his family and how they like to migrate.
But anyway, so we packed the car at like 11:30 midnight. We drove basically in the middle of the night to beat the traffic because it's a hell of a ride back to New York City, no matter when you leave.
Good
Do you think he did this with the kids? Do you think the kids wanted to leave at like 2 o'clock? They packed. He's always doing this stuff overnight at night.
Yes.
Does that sound like something you do as a family, or is that something you leave Dad to do and meet us later?
Oh, that's a good point. I could see the family being like, well, there's other times during the day when the traffic isn't crazy. We don't have to leave at midnight and get into the city at 3 a.m. That seems like a bad time.
He just said it's going to be bad anytime you leave, so we had to leave at 4 o'clock in the morning. They got in at like 6 or something. That doesn't sound like a family vacation.
That doesn't sound like he's getting the whole family together for that. That's a good point.
Now, he continues this classism by looking at real estate reviews, looking at real estate options and getting distracted by his own existential crisis.
Yes, and I did up the volume at the end here. You'll hear I pop it up a little bit so you hear what he's mumbling to himself.
Little 2-bedroom action, right? You read that right. $2.8 million for a 2-bedroom in New York City. Is this nuts? Is this crazy? Oh my God. That's why everyone in New York has a short fuse. Because in the end, I don't care who you are. No one can afford this shit.
At some point.
You just hang on as long as you can. And that's it. That's your job, living in New York. How long can I hang on before I literally hurt somebody or come to my senses and realize that New York isn't as good as they tell us? Get the hell out of here. We're actually trying to do that ourselves. Yes, we are.
He's a ticking time bomb. I don't know if we should report this to authorities. He just said, this is why everyone's on edge in New York and are ready to hurt someone.
Mm-hmm.
And he's in the same boat. And then he went, tick, 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 tick. I'm just saying, with recent events that we've seen in this world, people who aren't calling out red flags, they're missing an opportunity to save some lives.
If you see something, say something.
Right.
The question
I'm
from
kidding,
the chat
don't
was,
tell authorities.
Hello, New York. There's a crazy guy walking around your streets.
One.
We'll find him.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Adam.
No, the chat, it's the same thing with these guys. The chat was like, what's the real estate like out there?
Mhm.
And that quickly pivots into, I'm going to hurt someone. I'm drowning, essentially. We got to get out of here. All I can do is hold on. I don't know if that's universally everyone in New York or everyone watching it. Might be just you, Opie.
As he's watching, people are just going about their day. None of them looked like they were ready to, start shooting up the streets. Everyone seemed like they were just kind of going about their day. They probably don't live in a 2-bedroom that costs $2.4 million, so they're not that stressed out about it.
Well, I'm so glad you bumped up the audio at the end because I wasn't sure if he was. It sounded like he was going tick, 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 tick. Listen, if I'm at Villa Roma and you ever see me by myself and you come over and I'm going tick, 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 it's not good. Nothing good is going to come out to that.
See, now that is going to happen, I'm going to be like, this is a bit, right?
No.
This is the thing that you said on the show.
And that's how Carl died.
Yeah, right. Damn it.
I love how this stuff is swimming around in his head because he mentioned a couple weeks ago that Chris Rock, every time he runs into Chris Rock says, still doing it. Or he says, won't quit Opie, or still around. And that fucking bothers him. He mumbles it in this next clip. I don't know if he's even aware.
Are you in Brooklyn? God, no. Chris Rock can afford it. Opie's still doing it. Speaking of Chris Rock, one of the things we did all summer long. Well, let me just sit for a sec. We watched a lot of movies. We're trying to find movies that the kids never saw before, so older movies.
Oh, that's interesting. We were trying to watch movies. So we watched a lot of movies, which is a weird thing to do when you move out to your beach house, in my opinion. But what do I know? We watched a lot of movies. Older movies the kids hadn't seen before. Is that like a Tubi thing? Like how Stuttering John has to watch old movies over and over again because he can't afford streaming services? Has Opie canceled all the streaming services?
Or it is just like Stuttering John, and he's remembering the last time he watched movies with his kids. And that's why the movies are all old.
I hate this.
You love
I don't
it.
want to think that. All right, do we want to find out what they watched?
Do we want to guess at all? Anybody want to guess what they watched? Was it the Jussie Smollett doc? Did they fall asleep to that? What was it? What do you think it was?
What do you think, producer Chris? You want to use the same answer?
No, I already guessed that one. Leave me alone.
All right. Here, we'll find out here.
We finally stumbled upon Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2.
Huh?
Cool.
Why would you watch Grown Ups 2? Are you torturing your family?
Maybe.
Yeah, he's got them tied up in chairs with like Clockwork Orange or their fucking eyeballs so they have to watch Grown Ups 2.
That'd be great. That means they're still alive.
Well, right, yeah. There'd be some hope.
Best case scenario.
If that's what happened. Well, let's find out what the family thought about these movies.
Grown Ups was all right, sure. Wasn't as good as I remember it being. And Grown Ups 2 was a hunk of shit that had a lot of weird, funny scenes in there. But about halfway through the movie, my son piped up and he goes, Dad, is there an actual point to this movie? What's the plot of the movie? What's the story? I don't know. I don't know. The whole movie was about Adam Sandler moving back home to his hometown, and then he was going to throw an 80s theme party. I guess that was the storyline. It was dog shit.
Okay. I have a theory on this. So Chris Rock gets brought up, which gives Opie bad feelings. Chris Rock is in both of those movies, right?
Oh, I don't even know.
I think he is.
At least the first one.
I know he's in the first one.
Yeah.
I assume it's the whole gang's back together and Grown Ups too. So this is Opie's chance to be like, oh yeah, Chris Rock. You know, he's been in some fucking shit movies that suck. Even my kid thinks so.
Pissed off my kid. Really hurt his
Yeah.
feelings.
That's all I can figure. Because otherwise, like, what's the point of this conversation that we're having? Hey guys, this just did. Grown Ups 2 isn't very good.
Somewhere Chris Rock is crying.
I did my best, man. I didn't write the script.
It really keeps this theme going, and I don't know why he is doing a show, because every aspect of his life disappoints him and betrays him. Everything he sees, everything he hears, everything he does, everyone he knows is a betrayal and a disappointment, and we're supposed to, like, enjoy this.
Right, yeah. This is this fun walk and talk that he's doing with the audience.
So he's not baiting his audience at all when he casually asks just what's happening in the news. He's not looking for anything specific.
What was Stern's big announcement today? I heard he was back in the air. Did a big announcement today. Obviously, the announcement, which I blew up a while ago, he's staying at SiriusXM. So did he announce that today?
Who are you talking to?
Did he?
The chat. His only
did he announce exactly what everyone thought he would? He's been pulling the same shit since like the 80s. I just put a clip up on my channel and on my Facebook that's doing really well, where Jackie the Joke Man talks about betting Howard Stern back in the 80s that he was not going to leave because he was starting that bullshit that I'm going to retire or I'm going to quit or I'm not going to continue. So Jackie called him on it, and they bet $5,000, and then of course Howard re-signed. And then never pay Jackie. That video is doing very well, especially on Facebook.
Okay. That was the point of that story?
Yep, that was it.
You put a video up and people are watching it?
Yep.
Killing it.
Especially on Facebook, because you know people go right to YouTube and look at the numbers. Yeah. Yeah, well, you guys haven't seen the Kick numbers or my Rumble numbers. It's just like Aaron Imholte. Yeah, I mean, don't look at what's going on YouTube. You got to look at all the platforms and combine them together.
Mhm.
Facebook, it's really crushing it right now. All right, so he pretends that he doesn't know that Howard Stern didn't show up Tuesday morning. Guys, what's going on? I assume he came out and announced the thing I totally predicted, that he's re-signing. Right, guys? Is that what's going on? I think he's playing dumb. What do you think?
I think so. And
Yeah.
I think it's all just to lead it back to him and his viral video.
Yes.
No news. He didn't go on the air. What? What was that about? He was supposed to come back after his long summer vacation. He barely works already, and he was supposed to be back today to announce that he was continuing at Sirius, and he wasn't there. What was that about?
So convincing.
Does anyone know? Come on, help me out. Like I said, I was packing all day yesterday. Got in the car around 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. Got home to New York City, I don't know, around 3, unpacked. Finally crashed around 3:34 in the morning. So I'm behind.
That did not sound like the kids were there. That did not sound like they all did that. He just forgot he said they were there, and it was just him. That sounds like what happened. Sorry.
That's a brilliant observation. I'm not even thinking. I like the way you think about Opie.
It's all I'm thinking about.
I know. I have this weird inkling that his family's still around. And
Yeah.
none of that's happening. But then Anna tells me stuff, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I'm not listening close enough. Wow, you're right.
Well, if they are, we need to
Finally
save
cried
them.
myself to sleep at 4.
Yeah. Going back to this place he hates. And I think in this next one, he's just trying to get some press, or he's just trying to make some news. He finally admits something 10 years too late.
Considering, yes, Stern's still doing it, I think I have to say that in this moment in time, clip it, Stern greater than O&A.
He's saying clip it now?
Yeah.
Oh, Opie's watching the Dabble first if he's saying clip it.
That's the conclusion I've come to, considering I don't do O&A anymore, and he's still doing it. Oh, I know we're better too. Just want my music Because I don't care you guys aren't still around. You're better. You were better than Stern. Yeah, I believe that.
Right. There you go. Opie's just like, look, it's obviously Howard's has the longevity. He's got the name. He's obviously better than Opie and Anthony. I don't know. I liked Opie and Anthony. Yeah, fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Of course we're better than
This guy
him.
gets it.
That's hilarious. It's so easy to feed his ego. He's so stupid.
In this next one, he has some advice for Howard Stern.
Good.
It's one thing to take the whole summer off, but then to be jealous of everybody that's kind of passed you by, that's stupidity, because you could take care of that by working more. And the problem with the Howard and the working more, he calls this work now. I'm lucky enough to know that I never had a job as far as when I was in radio. But to him, it became a job.
You complain about it all the fucking time.
That's why he bitches so much. That's why he threatens to.
This is insane. This is Opie staring into a mirror. I can't believe what he's saying. He took the whole summer off, complains about people being successful, doesn't work hard. And then he claims that he never had a job in radio because he loved it. He bitches about his coworkers and the contracts and all the bullshit I put up with being in the studio with Anthony and Jim and Sam and how horrible these people were.
Carl, he's still bitching about it. He's bitching about it right now.
I know. That's what I'm saying. And he's saying that this is Howard's problem. I'm sorry. This is insane.
Radio. But to him, it became a job. That's why he takes as much time off as possible. That's why he bitches so much. That's why he threatens to quit, because he hates doing it. Simple as that. Should I get a mega matcha?
I mean, the fact that the irony is lost on this loser is insane to me. The fact that he can walk around and say that stuff and not go, uh-oh, whoops.
It just continues. He starts to talk about Bill Belichick and sports, and you tell me if it doesn't sound like maybe he's talking about somebody else.
The other news, Bill Belichick. What a bustaroo, huh? Holy crap. Goes to North Carolina because of his 24-year-old girlfriend, I assume. I don't know. No, he went there because no one in the NFL wanted him, and they all knew why they didn't want him, because without the Brady, he's got nothing. He got his ass kicked. Big debut, coach in North Carolina, college football debut, and he stunk up the joint to the point that people left before the game was over. That is so fucking embarrassing. That's as embarrassing as being one of the biggest radio stars in the world and now live streaming from your windowsill.
Oh.
You imagine?
Oh.
Oh, look at this. Tennis.
Every time there's a breakthrough. If I'm the therapist, I'm going, okay, let's get back on track here, Opie. I know, this is cool.
Wait, a butterfly.
Yep.
That's hysterical. So you were drawing some parallels to maybe an Anthony Cumia at the beginning of that, talking about moving down to Carolina with a young girl.
Just why it strikes him, like, as he's so bitter about this Belichick movie, so personally hurt by it. It's like, what's the deal? And just in case we thought maybe he was interested in sports, of course, he just pivots himself.
Yep.
Right back to him.
Also, the Bill Belichick take is so incorrect in every way. I'm not a big Bill Belichick fan. I think he will probably fail at UNC. It's not a football college. But being a college football coach in your first game of your first year, there's no expectations there. You have to build an entire system and get your guys in. You're not recruiting yet. There's so many things you have to do. So the fact that Opie's just like, wow, this is a boss. People left before the game ended. They got blown out. It's like, yeah, it's a journey. It's going to take some time.
And I thought he enjoyed doing this. Why is he supposed to be miserable at the end? Why is it such a horrible scene? Why is he always comparing himself to these, like, giant figures? These very...
Well, I do like, because that earlier segment where he's calling out Howard for being miserable and taking summers off and everything, I do like that finally he caught himself. You know, where he's finally just like, yeah, I mean, why? Everyone knows you're not as good without having Tom Brady, which in this case would be Anthony Cumia.
Right.
So now you're just like broadcasting from your window.
Uh-huh.
Your father's like, all right, finally he caught himself. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for figuring that out.
Tennis.
Tennis. Then he sees a fellow streamer out on the street. This is exciting.
That's what the show's all about.
Kind of, yeah.
Anything fun? Because I'm live streaming, you're TikToking.
Oh, you're live streaming?
Yeah, what do you got?
Well, it's not really TikTok. I'm just trying to make it some YouTube videos, like singing and stuff. I'm practicing.
Oh, can I hear you?
Sure.
Give me something really good, and then we'll promote. Let's promote each other.
Alright. Si tú me has visto, cerquita del corazón tuyo, es porque a tu lado construyó una casita para vivirla mientras poco a poco sufrí me destruyó. Something like that.
That's
You know?
not bad, man. What's your YouTube channel?
I haven't, you know what? I'll just give it to you later because I haven't made one.
Oh, you're just starting out.
I'm just starting out again. I've deleted a lot of YouTube channels. I want to just do it over.
All right. Are you in the neighborhood?
Yeah, I am.
All right. I'll find you again, and then you'll have a few up there, and we'll
leave her alone.
Opie Radio.
Okay, let me just Google your
Oh, don't Google me.
That's hilarious. Was it Opie Radio? I'll just Google it. You don't want to Google that. Just put in.
I'll see you around.
Put in minus who, minus R, minus these.
Gets ugly. Wait, I got to type now. Oh wow! Look what comes up. Yeah, you don't want to click on that one. Oh yeah, no, nothing.
That's hilarious.
What is going on?
There's me.
Imagine being in a place in your life where someone goes, "Oh, I can find your show. Where is that?" Don't Google it. That's so sad.
Okay, that's you right there.
Well, that's that right
No,
there.
that's Who Are These Podcasts?
You just subscribe.
That's actually producer Chris right there.
I'll see you again. All right. All right.
Jesus.
Narrowly escaped.
Every interaction is just awkward and awful.
Did you hear what he said to start that conversation?
Are you TikToking?
Yo, you TikToking?
Yo, you TikToking, yo.
And you see her eyes just like drop. She's like, ugh.
Yeah,
like,
I was.
Yeah.
And then she did everything a smart woman is supposed to do when some old man just comes up to you on the street. You don't give them their number. And he says everything wrong. Are you in the area? Do you live in the area?
Yeah.
Like, she's like, you give me your number. I'll call you.
Yeah,
Okay.
what's your YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll subscribe and start to follow you, and maybe we could chat on there.
And he's actually saying, like, kind of implying I'm a big deal. Maybe I could help you out. Do you know what people do in New York, Opie? You can't just walk up to people and say that shit. She handled it well. And once again, you're like a predator. You were the bad guy in that situation.
Jesus
I wish she
Christ.
just threw change at him.
Yeah.
Opie's laughing at homeless people, making fun of them, and then turning around and hitting on underage girls. Like this, none of this looks good. This is all bad.
It's all bad. And I know it's gross, but it would have helped if he was like, here's $10 for being on the stream or just something for the
I know.
interaction.
It's cash
really
poor.
Yeah.
All those fucking tolls, man, getting back to Manhattan.
And now we
Too
get
much.
to see how Opie relates to the other people in his neighborhood that he sees every day.
What's up, Ace? I see ya. Stolen BS. No, that guy's legit. I've had longer conversations with him on camera and off. He's been in the neighborhood forever. He actually showed me his permit.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, so this guy is like, hey, man, you allowed to carry that piece?
Let me see your permit.
Yeah, let me see your permit for that shit. Because I don't know. I got some friends. I got some cop
Yep.
friends in here who might want to take a look at that. He's like, yeah, Karen, here's my fucking carry permit. All right.
He thinks these are his friends.
Yeah.
It's like Truman Show. They all have to just pretend to be nice to him as he walks by.
That's funny.
Now, this is where things start to get real cinematic. Opie stumbles upon something in the street, and you're never going to guess what it is.
Oh, that. Man, I should bag this. My buddy Ron Waiter needs a mattress. I should bag this for him. Spray it down and make believe it's brand new for Ron the Waiter. All right, that stain's a problem, though. That's some problematic stains right there. Yeah, that's a grandma mattress. That's where they found grandma on her side.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
There is not a secondary market for mattresses. We got to stop it with the used mattress for your friend Ron the waiter. No one wants a used mattress. It's not a thing.
He was really considering that, right?
He was.
Yes, he was.
He looked at it and he went, there's a stain on it. Damn it, I was going to pretend I bought this brand new. Also, Opie, I can't believe he doesn't understand this because he's been a podcaster for so long. Like, mattresses these days come in a pretty small box.
Yeah.
And then they pop out and they're comfortable. They're nice mattresses.
Yeah. It could be there overnight.
You could literally overnight a mattress to Ron's apartment and you could just walk it right in.
It's fucking easy. I got a spare room. I did it.
Yeah.
It's fun. You open them.
It is
Lottie fucking da. I'm sorry. I didn't see your monocle, producer Chris. I didn't realize how we're living.
It's a good thing I'm not talking about the bedrooms I have down in Florida. Anyway, not the point. So Opie sees this mattress, and I guess he had Ron the waiter on his show today.
He did have Ron the waiter on his show today, and he launches into a really condescending speech about how his wife and I were considering donating, or his wife came up with the idea of giving some old pillows to Ron. So, why don't we give these to Ron?
Oh,
and
Jesus.
Opie decided against it.
Okay.
And now Ron has some news today for Opie that we're going to hear.
About, I don't know, a week or so ago. And there's a brand new mattress at Gephardt's that he's storing for you.
Wow. There's a new mattress at Gebhardt's waiting for Ron. Look how happy he is, too. Look at that big grin he's got on his face.
And look at how pissed. Opie doesn't like this at all.
Opie looks pissed. And Ron looks like, I'm going to sleep like a king tonight. Look at me.
And how are you going to get it to your house, by the way?
Uber? Oh, okay. You know what we can do? The next time we do a show at Gephardt's, Scott has a massive fucking truck. I can put it in the back of Scott's truck. He can bring me home.
All right, maybe you should be nice to Scott, and he'll think about that.
I'm always nice to Scott.
So the funny thing is, this is what's great. Matt's like, fucking Ron. I got a fucking mattress for Ron, and he shows me the box, and then you're thanking Matt like Matt got your mattress.
Matt, Matt, thank you so much. I can't believe it. I'm so grateful. And he's like going, you think I'd get you a fucking mattress? I spit on it. Pooh, pooh. He's probably pissed he has to keep it there.
He's just mad at you because you pull out your rotting foot at his establishment when he's trying to fucking get customers. That's why he's mad, if you want to know the truth, if you want to try to smooth things over. And it didn't help that you dress in a whoopee cushion screaming and yelling outside his establishment from time to time singing Broadway songs. But
all of this is Opie's fault.
Yep, that's his show.
All of this is because of Opie's show that this guy's terrorizing the customers at Gebhardt's. But
you go dance monkey, and they're like, well, the guy hates the dancing monkey. What do you expect?
But whatever. So I walked by Gephardt's yesterday. I did a quick live stream on the streets, just trying to familiarize myself with being back in New York, right? And
the numbers still are the streets still go in order. That's good. Yeah. That's helpful.
It's a numbered grid, Opie.
Familiarize myself.
And that's where I literally did see a giant queen size mattress on the curb with the brown fucking grandma died here stain. And I started laughing because I'm like, I wouldn't put it past Matt to open up the fucking box and throw your mattress on the curb.
100%.
Oh, yeah. Matt's the problem.
Yep.
You knew this guy needed a mattress 3 months ago, and you didn't do anything about it. Matt's the dick. Okay.
Matt's the asshole who threw it out into the street, and then you're the bigger asshole who considered giving that to him.
Right.
He would do that. I have no, believe me, I would not be shocked by that. Believe me.
And then you might say to yourself, yeah, but how would you explain the brown stain then if it was a brand new mattress? And it's simple. You know, a homeless guy started sleeping there after Matt threw it out on the curb. So congratulations, you got a brand new mattress coming your way, Ron the waiter, courtesy to somebody that will show their face. I'm sure it's on the packaging. One of these lovely creatures in the chat bought you a mattress.
Do you remember? There was a guy from LA in the Screen Actors Guild, and he also follows Kevin Connigan from The Departed, and Kevin Connigan and I are friends. Yeah. And he's like, hey, I love your show. I love your work. Hey, I have a mattress ready to send to you. Let me know. And I never remember. I said, hey, I think this may be like a joke. And you said, probably, maybe.
Yeah.
So I did reach out. I found the guy on my DM, and I reached out to him yesterday or a couple days ago.
Right.
Hey, if that was you who sent the mattress, I'm very, very grateful. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, it might be him. Well, we'll find out next time we do a Gephardt's.
So he didn't respond back, but he saw the message.
Right.
So we'll see.
I must like you a lot.
Assume it was him. Who else would it be?
All right. Let's move on, though, Ron. I haven't seen you in a little while.
Okay. Adam, you have an update for us?
Yeah, he's talking about me.
This is amazing.
I had
Fucking
reached
Adam.
out to Ron, and I felt bad, and I offered him a mattress. I said, just tell me where to send it. And he said some really sweet words back, but did not tell me where to send it, and said he didn't need one. And I specifically remember seeing in the chat, and I found it on the YouTube. This is a gentleman by the name of Thunderfeet, or a woman. And they say, 5 days ago. So I sent Ron the waiter that mattress. It's just being delivered to Gephardt's today. UPS said it was delivered, left with individual, whatever that means. I hope it wasn't just someone on the street. I got him a double mattress. I hope someone will help him get it home. Perhaps Opie can help. He lives across the street.
And that's your thumbs up on this comment that I'm looking at?
I'm the one. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, okay. That's amazing. So Adam actually offered this guy a mattress. Ron's too fucking lazy to follow through and give him the information.
Or humble, or he didn't want it, or he didn't know if it was a joke, or trying to get his address, or a troll.
Okay.
You know, and I'm sure Opie was like, don't do it. Don't do it.
That's true. Oh, yeah. He did. They just said that. Opie talked him out of it.
And he's also certain it's someone from Opie's chat. He knows that it's one of their people that went out to buy Ron a mattress. Well, Ron, I'm really glad you got one, and it was from your WATP family, but it was Thunderfeet. It was not me.
Thank you, Thunderfeet.
Thank you,
for doing
Thunderfeet.
that. I
That's
can't wait
amazing.
to find out. I can't wait to find out what happens with this. By the way, I want to point this out before we leave this. So this is Opie's show from today. 770 views. That seems right.
Huh.
That's weird though, right? Because he normally is getting like 24,000.
Well, 19,000 watched the last one that's leading up to this, so it's funny that they didn't stay for it.
Yeah, 770, and there's only one comment underneath the video. Huh, seems like it's falling back down to earth or something. More realistic numbers happening.
Opie, the fact that your enemy treats your friend better than you is so embarrassing and so awful. The fact that you kept saying in your mind, I'll do it eventually, and then never got around to it, and you sounded like a bitter game show host. It was like, well, I guess they won this. Let's just show them what they want and move on. Because you're so making it all about you. Your friend who's suffering, getting a little bit of relief, is a threat to you because you're a terrible person.
And even when he found out the mattress was delivered, how are you going to get that home?
That's what I was
That was
hung
his
up on.
first thought, was like, you fucking loser. You wouldn't be able to get that in your house.
You didn't win this round. You actually lost.
Right. And the guy who sent him the mattress even said, hopefully Opie can help you get that to your house.
Never occurs to him. He's like, well, we were talking about giving you my used pillows before we changed our minds, so there's that.
What an asshole. You know who's not an asshole? People who go to supertip.gg/WATP like Whatnot Chaser coming in.
I got mad and hurt someone today, then I realized it was my own vagina.
Mike Boudet, the star of the show, our executive producer of the show today, coming back in.
Red flag, rest flag.
Thank you very much, Mike. Longtime O&A fan, by the way, Mike Boudet, Sword and Scale. The best true crime podcast out there. Rumpled Trenchcoat, a Columbo podcast.
That girl TikTok and has no idea how close she was to being victim number 12.
I think that was Adam's point.
She almost met Garth Brooks, if you know what I mean.
Buck Naked, I wish this came with soup and salad. Me too. I have not eaten dinner yet.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Madame Priest, $10. So let me get this right, guys. Greg Cakestopper Hughes thinks he's better than less fortunate people, but he's a proud Democrat with the morals and values everyone should strive to attain, I thought. We don't know what party affiliation. He hates both sides.
Yeah. Doesn't trust any of them.
Let's not forget that. He's an enigma. That's for sure. All right, we got a game to play. I'm going to bring Annie back onto the show. Annie, thanks for waiting patiently in the green room.
Hello again.
Hello again. Are you ready to poke a dabbler with us?
I'm ready to try to.
I knew you'd say that. Take it away, Cardiff.
It's time for everyone's favorite new game show, To Poke A Dabbler. What do you say, Carl and non-Adam Bush co-host? Are you ready to poke a dabbler?
He was alluding to having an inside source, someone that you talk to on a regular basis that you obviously are getting tricked into saying stuff. I don't even know what was he alleging exactly. And
I
you were
thought
saying you only have a few friends up in New York that you
No,
talk
I have.
to. So.
I have about. I have.
No, that you talk to about like stuff that you would information that's that you would trust them with.
The only one who really gives a shit is my brother, Hitman Dan, and maybe my nephew. So I know they had communication with my nephew, who really doesn't want to be involved in any of this shit. But if my nephew is, giving him any information, it would not behoove my nephew to do that, because that's going against, never choose sides against the family. And,
yeah, 100%.
And that would not bode well with both myself. Well, not both. That would not bode well with anybody in my family. Anybody, including my mother, who's been incredibly good to my nephew. So, and I'm not accusing my nephew because I don't think he would ever do that. I'm just saying, that would not bode well for the whole family, knowing that someone in my family was trying to aid a guy who attacks my mother on a regular basis. So, I mean, I don't anticipate that my nephew would be that stupid, because he's not. And I love my nephew dearly. But they're making these allegations, and they're obviously trying to get into my head, because this is like straight from the Lady K playbook, try and fucking get in my head. It's not getting in my head in a way that I give a shit of what they're going to fucking allege or accuse me of. What it is getting into my head about is,
What did John say next? Here are your choices. Number 1, these idiots are ruining my reputation. B, it's all bullshit. Next, I gotta call a fucking lawyer. 4, it's really starting to upset my mother. And lastly, I have a 4-year degree from NYU. To poke a dabbler.
All right. I'm going to go first, as I always do, and I've been noticing a theme on these games since they brought back to Poke A Dabbler. Therefore, I think it's next. What say you, Adam Bush?
I'm also going to say next.
Annie?
That was my instinct, so I'm going with that one. Next.
Producer Chris?
I went 4, mother.
All right. We're starting to upset my mother. The rest of us think I got to call a fucking lawyer. Let's go.
because this is like straight from the Lady K playbook, try and fucking get in my head. It's not getting in my head in a way that I give a shit of what they're going to fucking allege or accuse me of. What it is getting into my head about is I got to call a fucking lawyer.
Yeah, baby!
You're back.
We're back. That was producer Chris. For shame.
I thought it was too obvious.
Yeah, I know, right?
Which I did. And I have on retainer. See, Quad, these guys think that I have no money. And I don't know why they're under this premise. John's Neglected Cat is pretty damn good at reporting. And he just reported for the month of May, I made over $14,000. So you think that I'm going to balk at paying an attorney to sue Shuley? I'm not. I'm going to sue. So this motherfucker better shut his fucking mouth and retract this shit quickly. But I know he's going to be too smug to do that. And he's going to double down and continue to issue these attacks. Well,
Marge, change the channel. This show sucks.
Then we go into a legal battle.
That's all for this time. Come back next time to find out if you are man enough to poke A Dabbler. Sit, Eugene, sit. Good dog.
I noticed during our Opie segment that John was live again. I got a notification because I subscribe and I hit the notifications bell, which is what everyone should be doing right now on this channel. It's how you know when we're live. But I wonder if there's going to be a drunk stream tonight.
Oh.
Because it's definitely past 5 o'clock or 3 o'clock, whenever John starts drinking.
I hope so. We got Content House coming up, and that would be
That's
just perfect.
Yeah, and you know what? He usually does come through for us.
He does.
Right before live shows. He usually finds a way to give us just what we need for those shows. Annie, do we have any new reviews to read?
Absolutely. I have one coming in from Will Vicious, Myrtle Beach, over on Apple Podcasts, where you can leave all your reviews, leave 5 stars and a shitty comment.
Yes.
This one says, you guys showed a clip where I roasted Opie on his show. It was where I said he was going to hang himself by his belt in his closet. Haha. I love this show. You guys do great. Help out with a plug of Voices of Misery podcast, and would love to have you guys on if available.
Voices of Misery podcast. We'll check that out. That's not what I consider trolling.
It's kind of trolling.
All right. Well, I guess so. I guess a little bit. Annie, you started that by saying 5 stars, shit on us in the comment section. That's what I've been saying for many, many years. Well, I realized yesterday this has been a bad strategy for the long term, because as I'm preparing to go on the Drew Lane show and talk about John reading this Yahoo Fantasy Sports AI that's complimenting him on his draft skills and taking it very seriously, like there was a guy, he even says at one point, and then he says, it's a robot, but okay. And I went, I wonder if I can go to ChatGPT and ask it if the host of WTP is a great broadcaster. And it turns out that most of the information about me on the internet is how much I suck. So I was not thinking about AI and where they'd be pulling information from in the future when I came up with this idea. Don't stop now. Doesn't matter. Keep shitting on us in the comment section. But man, I learned that lesson the hard way, didn't I? I was like, this will be funny. I'll read all these compliments and chat to you. Oh.
Says I take a lot of naps.
So anyway.
Speaking of people who don't like us.
Yes.
Yolanda says, what is the purpose of Megan being on the show? ? Odd choice, not an on-air personality. And I totally disagree.
That's insane. Megan has brought a game that's being talked about across multiple channels. People are jealous that we get to play Is It Gay? And they don't. So I said, good day, sir. Is that a 1-star review?
Wow.
No, it's 2.
Oh, okay.
They actually hate us.
Well, no, that you know what that is? That's an audio
Or
listener.
Megan, I guess.
That's
I
an
see what
audio
you're saying.
listener. Yeah. The people who watch us on YouTube, none of them are upset that Megan's part of the show.
It's true.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Annie, for bringing the reviews. You know, we made a big announcement on Saturday's show. Came out on Sunday to the normal feed. And, of course, the fact that Gary from San Diego has passed away. Our boy Troy Smith made
I
this.
started crying at work.
Did you? Yeah, he's one of
Yeah.
the good ones. He's a Hall of Famer. And Troy Smith put together this graphic, Rock and Rolla, in memory of Gary from San Diego. I sent this to Judy, and Judy was very touched by it. She sent it around to a lot of friends, and again reiterated how much it meant to Gary to hear his voicemails played on WATP, how much he loved it. So thank you, Troy Smith, for putting that together. Much appreciated. And actually, Adam brought something he wanted to bring to the show. One of his favorite voicemails from Gary in San Diego. So tribute here to Gary in San Diego with, did I not clip this right? Oh, well, I'll find it. I'll find it if I didn't. Fuck off.
Anyway, that's my opinion on Stuttering John. A Mensa idiot. A Mensa liar. He'd never make it.
All right. We haven't covered Mancow in like a year. I agree. He's not great. Here we go. Gary in San Diego. I made an accusation last time.
What was that?
I said, I bet he watches Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy.
Okay.
Hey, Carl. In answer to your question, Judy and I do not watch Wheel of Fortune, but we do tape Jeopardy, so we don't miss an episode.
They tape it. I wonder if it's on too late.
And we're competitive for sure. Good enough to be on Celebrity Jeopardy, where they dumb down the questions. I'd love to see Stuttering John on Celebrity Jeopardy with Robin, who was actually on Celebrity Jeopardy once before, and Fred Norris. Guaranteed he'd come out dead last with red ink, probably not even be on Final Jeopardy, and he'd be so humiliated he would walk off the show. He'd just walk off.
Oh, fuck off.
Anyway, that's my opinion on Stuttering John. A Mensa idiot. A Mensa liar. He'd never make it. And I wish you would quit that goddamn lip smacking. Rock and roll.
Oh, that's how I know John's been gone for a month when we're getting reruns from Gary in San Diego. There you have it. One of the classic phone calls from Gary in San Diego. And actually, I got a suggestion that we rename the voicemail segment to the Gary in San Diego voicemail segment.
A little wordy.
Yeah, maybe I could do better. What should we call the voicemail segment? Well, tribute.
Well, I love what
Gary,
Chris
for sure.
said at the end of that call. Chris, there's a beat of silence, and then Chris goes, "He's like comfort food," which I thought was very accurate. That's not a
He
bad
really
name.
is. He has missed. He has missed on the show. And Lucy's going to come in and cry again. Lucy, come on in. We're going to get you on camera crying again. You guys want to listen to some current voicemails?
Yes.
That's the right answer. It's the only way we're going to get through this, guys.
South Park.
I know.
Hey, Carl, this is for the boner line or WATP or I don't know what the difference is between WATP and the Drew Lane show now. You talk about Corey Feldman, then Meghan Markle. You got Lucy Tight Box on special assignment. Next, you'll be talking about Britney Spears and how much you hated your job at sports radio. The only difference is producer Chris doesn't have, tiny hands like Drew's producer. All right, see you.
All right, we're influenced by the Drew Lane show. I'm not going to lie. There's a little bit of overlap. I listen to a show every day. So
Steal from the best.
That's right.
I'm going to meet Adam Bush next weekend at the Content Hotel or whatever the fuck. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, yeah, I never watched Buffy, but he mentioned Shelby Woo, and I just went back and looked, and I fucking loved Shelby Woo when I was a kid. And I'm like, oh shit, it's that guy. It's that guy. Fucking, I'm going to be talking to him about Shelby Woo all night, and I'm going to ruin his night. It's going to be great. Just talking about Shelby Woo.
You looking forward to that, Adam?
Something suddenly came up.
Honestly, we should have some type of bat signal for like when that guy's talking to you or my brother, so I can come and save the day.
No, I like talking
Adam,
to
we
your
got to go
brother,
to the bathroom. Come on, I just grab you by the hand.
I like talking to your brother, and I'm happy to talk about Shelby Woo. I'm very curious to see what specific questions you have. They're going to take all night.
Nice.
But I'm in.
Hey, it's the cow photographer.
Hey.
Wheel of Time is a slog to go through. 15 fucking long books. And each one recaps the previous one. So by the time you get to book 7, you're going to want to kill yourself, Annie. So don't be the normal. Your people have that issue already. So you might want to just not start the series and read a better fantasy series instead, like Brandon Sanderson, Cosmere, anything from there. They're only 7 books long. Maybe just don't read fantasy because it's gay.
What do you think about that, Annie?
I think he's totally right about everything he said. But I'm doing it with Echo Pineapple, who you can follow on YouTube. He has a great show.
All right.
Or a lot of them, actually.
Cow photographer, we're trying to save you some time, but she's not going to listen. Sorry, cow photographer.
Okay, Adam Bush. I've never heard of smoking somebody up. It's smoking you down. I've heard of smoking you out. I've never heard of smoking you up. What is this?
We always say smoking you up.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
You got to get
Must
up
be
to
a-
get down. You got to get high. It's up.
It must be a Northeast thing. We always smoke people up around here. I mean, I don't personally because I'm cheap, but
Hey, Carl, King of Portugal here. Just arrived from the Philippines. My first podcast that I listened back in Portugal. Come on. R.I.P. Gary. We all going to miss you.
Mm.
Cheerio.
King of Portugal, very upset about the passing of Gary in San Diego. Who can blame him?
Just listening to the most recent Wednesday episode, and all that talk about ass eating got me wondering. So do you think John knows that people clean their butts before eating ass? I mean, there's a genuine possibility he doesn't know. He's like, yeah, my ass is disgusting. Why would anyone ever eat ass? It's gross. It's like, no, dude, we cleaned those out. You don't eat poop. He's like, look at this fucking guy. He's fucking eating shit because that means eating ass is eating shit, right? No, dipshit. Thank you, fuck you, bye.
That's a good point. I don't think John knows about hygiene at all. It's like, oh, I didn't use TP today, so you might want
It's a waste of time and money.
It's crazy.
He has a myriad of medical issues down there.
Yeah, that's true. It's like a chocolate-covered cherry. Oh, God.
Classic.
All right, tribute to Gary here.
But not Gary from San Diego. It's very sad.
Mm-hmm.
But the silver lining is my 30-second skip will not get worn out as quickly anymore.
Whoa, sir. You're gonna miss Gary. You're gonna miss him when he's gone.
Hey, this is not Ben from...
Oh, this is great. So if you checked out the program, I actually released it on our YouTube channel this morning. Checked out the most recent WATP. We were talking about Corey Feldman's story about going to Houston and the
Monster trucks.
Yeah, the Hollywood pedophile elite tried to whack him with monster trucks as he crossed the street. We didn't even realize there's way more to it than that. This is interesting.
Hey, this is not Ben from Not the Woods. I'm listening to the Corey Feldman segment, and I honestly think that you're not going deep enough on the rabbit hole because, I mean, why was he there? First, if we want to take out Corey Feldman, we have to get him to a location that we know. We got to set up a gig. He's not going to do that on his own. Are we going to be able to get him a paid gig? No. That's where the hurricane comes in. They send in the flood to then set up Corey Feldman to get there.
Wow.
I don't know. I feel like that was, we're not going deep enough here, boys.
Yeah, these guys are using weather modifying technology in order to flood an area. What's that?
I said it makes perfect sense.
It does make perfect sense. Yeah, because they'd have to hope that he'd show up at this rural area called Houston, Texas, in order to take him out.
You're all laughing and you sound so naive.
You would know. You live in Hollywood. You know.
I was at the meeting. That's where I met Ron.
Hey, Carl. Ron the electrician here again. Was just thinking about something. We haven't discussed this beforehand. Yes, you do every single time. Normally, I don't think that's a big problem, but is there a reason to not discuss it beforehand? Because I remember a few weeks ago, you guys had with the bonus episode, you, producer Chris, and Jenny's jingles were all kind of flipping the exact same things. Wouldn't it make more sense to discuss things beforehand? Either way, I'm looking forward to when Adam Bush, producer Chris, and everybody else leaves you and you start up Hamburger Radio. I'll be your talentless co-host.
Sounds good.
All right.
Should we be discussing this beforehand?
At some point, yeah.
That's not a terrible idea, I guess. I was on WATB, who are these broadcasters.
Yeah, what is
yesterday.
that? Is that a podcast or a show?
It is, yeah. It's a show on this network, the Carl Network. Anyway, I was on Who Are These Broadcasters because we were supposed to be talking about Howard Stern and his return and everything that he talked about. That was a flop. That didn't happen. But Christian, who's always bringing great content, talked to me about the difference between a Renaissance Fair and a Renaissance Festival. It's the big controversy going on at WATP these days.
Yo, it's not Renaissance Festival or Renaissance Fair. It's Renaissance faggotry for obvious reasons. Carl, make sure you check with Adam to see if you can laugh at that joke.
Adam?
You're free to.
That's good. Faggotry. Good stuff. Yeah, no, so Christian was on there and he explained that it can be both. And then he talked about how he worked at a Renaissance Fair when he was 16. He just ruined everything. So I never want to talk about it again.
It does explain a lot, though.
But can we talk about Trekkies and Trekkers in terms
Nope.
of Star Trek fans? No? Anybody?
Nope.
Okay.
All right, so we're not starting that controversy. We have another beloved voicemail coming in with a tribute to Gary.
I'm in practice. Shiny and sparkly.
and splendidly bright. Here one day, gone one night, gone too soon.
Gone too soon.
I wrote that for Gary. Why couldn't it have been Boner Guy? Oh, well. See you in Detroit!
See you in Detroit. BPG. Looking forward to it. Gotta love band practice, guy. It'll be a sad day when we're doing tributes to him on here.
Stop,
man.
Too soon. Too soon.
I'm not looking forward to next month. I'm just kidding. He's doing fine. Band practice guy's doing fine. He's probably much younger than I am.
We don't know.
Fine again.
Swing and a miss.
Gary lives on through this program. Annie, anything to promote?
Yeah, I would love to promote my friend Dylan from somewhere. You can follow him on YouTube and on Twitch and on Twitter X, whatever it is now.
Mm-hmm. Dylan from somewhere. Any reason we would follow Dylan from somewhere? Is there a certain type of content he puts out or programming we'd enjoy?
He does a great review of like people that put out shit content on TikTok. So it kind of just comments on TikTok around the clock.
I love it. I do a similar thing on a show that I won't talk about. Adam, anything to promote?
I just want to say quickly that for a world where like the more we scratch under the surface, the worse things get and the worse people are, and they tend to surprise us with sometimes how awful they are. It was so nice that Gary from San Diego was the exact opposite, and that he was everything you might have assumed. He even looked like you thought he would. And of course, Judy is the best, and of course, like everything you might have suspected, it was even better and more beautiful than it really was. And it meant the world to me as a fan when Gary was like, we want more Adam. Now, he quickly changed his mind, but for that minute, it really it meant a lot to me. And I just want to say he will be missed.
You wore out your welcome quickly with Gary, but that's great. And that's it was one of the good ones. Mm-hmm. And so cool to see that he was the genuine guy.
Yeah.
Even when I posted that on X today or yesterday, I posted some photos that Judy sent me and the art that Troy created. And a lot of people hadn't heard the news yet. And it was just overwhelming how many people are just like, oh, I thought there was like a 19-year-old doing like a bit or something.
Yeah.
It's like, now it's the real deal. It was certainly the real deal. I want to promote. So I'm getting up early tomorrow, driving to Villa Roma. I'll be there all weekend, WATPlive.com for tickets. But I'm also doing our super secret club show that most people aren't a part of. It's called Weight Watchers. You have to be on the Creep Off Patreon in order to see it. That's with Dick Masterson, Vinny Paulino, Johnny the audio engineer. We got a fantastic show planned for tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. And then I'll try to do WATS too. I don't know. I don't know how to take a vacation. I'm bad at this. We'll do a lot of shows this weekend. Mm-hmm. Carlos Frosted Tips coming in.
21 skull salute for Gary. Skull, 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 skull. How many was that?
Rip Gary, you will be missed. Not your phone calls. But you will be missed. Also catch me Saturday at noon on YouTube. We break down the abortion guy, Carl Hamburger.
Now watch Chrissy Mayer's 48-hour content stream. We'll be doing Who Are These Podcasts at 2 p.m. Eastern from there. All right.
I got to go. Bye. I got to go. I got to go. I got to go. I got to go.
Okay, bye.
I literally got to go. It's like 4 hours in. I got to pee.
Go fuck yourselves. Have a good week.
Okay.
Man, that was a good episode.
That was a good episode.
I enjoyed that. Okay, bye.
It's a bunch of crap.
Thanks everyone for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit notifications before you leave. Gagia.